And hello, that should be us live. And my players, can we hear our players?
Hello.
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 Yeah, Mohammed can tell us whether everything is good. The sound is good. And Bitte is here as well. Oh, yes, twice. Good. Lots of interesting people. Definitely can hear the players. Foul and Twin Bear. Can you hear me as well? I hope so. Yeah. Because that otherwise, I've done that before, that I unmuted my players, but not myself. So, we have come together to try out the new, just finished on the Kickstarter, so you missed that boat, but the new game, which is an old game from Free League, and the game is the Drakar Dämoner, and I hope I got my Swedish right. And it was originally launched in the 1980s when I started playing, but I didn't start playing this. I played other stuff, like D&D and the Dark Eye and Midgard. But it's basically as old as my interest in the hobby. And I was really, really keen to find out more about it, because whenever you listen to any interviews with the Free League guys, they always say this is how they start and this is what got them into their hobby. So I'm very excited today to have a very illustrious group of players here to explore the game with me. Some of you, actually all of you, have played with before. So I hope we're going to have a bit of fun today, and I hope we have some audience participation, although I'm probably more focusing on the game than on the chat, just so you guys know that. Right, do you want to introduce yourself, dear players? And maybe if you remember your character, you can also tell us a slight little bit about your characters. If you haven't worked out how you open your character sheet yet, if you're on the map, you should just be able to press C, and it should pop up the character sheet. So, who would like to start?
I'll start, shall I then, Frank? Good evening, everyone. My name's Peter.
Peter, your sound's not working.
No, I can hear him.
I can hear him.
I can hear him.
Oh, I can't.
Well, that's probably a blessing in disguise.
I never want to hear him, but sorry.
Yeah, well, that's true. It's a very good idea not to hear me.
Oh, the heckling is already starting. It's going to be a good night tonight.
Or even watch me. Like this afternoon, we were playing the Run Ring, and I managed to spill an entire mug of tea all over the table in Paul's house. So my name's Peter, Bruiser on the internet. I have been playing role-playing games since about 1980. So started with D&D and went on from there. They got GURPS, Star Wars, D6. Latterly, a lot of Year Zero engine games and the One Ring, which I mentioned already. And one day I'll be able to play with something approaching half the competence of someone who's not very good. I'm playing Baston, who's a Wolfkin warrior, and seems a fairly intemperate sort of fellow, always picking fights by the looks of things, but we'll see how that goes. Thanks very much.
Have you spotted his special item yet? If not, have a look. Right, shall we get on to the other Paul?
Hi, I'm the other Paul. I have, again, started role-playing in the late 70s, early 80s. Have been playing lots and lots of different types of games. I like playing and GMing. I attempt to be good. Tonight I am playing Makander of Half Bay, a Mallard Knigget, who has a little bit of a bad temper, unlike any other Daffy type duck. But anyway.
Yes, ducks feature in this game.
Yep.
So you'll be our duck for the day.
Yep.
Yeah. Krisanna next. How are Krisanna? Just going down the order of the pictures on my Discord here.
Right, I'm Paul Watson. I've been started playing D&D in 1978, I think. Played most versions of D&D except 4, because nobody played D&D 4th edition because it was terrible. And I do loads of games, play loads of game systems, run quite a few, and recently mostly Free League games. I today am Christiana the Bold, and I am a artifact reclamation expert, is what I'm going to call myself today.
Okay.
Otherwise known unkindly as a thief. And Christiana is a halfling.
Sort of typecast, isn't it?
A rather young halfling. He is very typecast and very unfair because Christiana's quite a lovely person.
Well, I think Sam's microphone is picking you up with a little bit of echo. Just be mindful of that. But yeah, halflings typecast as burglars or thieves or acquisition specialists. Very good. So, that takes us to... This is actually... You can choose how you want to pronounce his name. Robin. How do you want to pronounce... I just noticed I haven't renamed this token. Right, I misspelled it slightly. Let me just fix that. How do you want to pronounce his name today?
I think Eoden.
Say it again?
Eoden.
Odin, okay. Like Odin, the one-eyed.
Yes. Odin, who is not Odin, but Eodhan. He's so I'm playing. He's a wizard, sort of. He's from a young age. He's been fascinated by fire, which takes me back to my own childhood. The trouble is, you get burnt. At school, he learned the secrets of magic, but a thirst for deeper knowledge made him restless. And after a few years of travel, he joined the company of adventurers for an expedition to the Misty Vale.
Mm-hmm.
I started playing role-playing games shortly before my 70th birthday, and therefore I have limped through the last few months playing regularly with my friends you see before you, and one of them is my brother. And depended on their kindness and wisdom. However, I've really enjoyed it, so I'm here tonight.
It's a great hobby, isn't it? Great hobby. Last but not least, Orla. Well, let me just find her here in the middle, right in the center.
I'm Sam. I have been playing role-playing games such as D&D for about a couple of years now, but was always interested in playing like multiplayer online role-playing games.
Mm-hmm.
So finally getting the chance to actually play like D&D and now Dragonbane obviously is sort of something I want to do for some time, and just happy to have the opportunity. And I've been playing Orla Moonsilver tonight. She's an elf hunter, and yes,
an elf hunter. Yes,
hunter.
Very good. Have you all had the chance to look at your character sheets yet and look at your special abilities? Yeah, if you double click on your token, or as I said, press C, it will take a moment to load because they're PDFs I put in. We are, for those who want to know, in our audience, we are playing on Foundry. However, because there's no official system yet, basically this is the simple world building system. I didn't do much with it. I basically just put a few journal entries in and a few maps and the PDF character sheets, which are not editable. So hopefully we can still work it all out, but our roles will be manual and our interpretation of them as well. And actually, I quite like that. I quite like that. So let us set our scene. We are in the Misty Vale. The Misty Vale is basically the shrunk setting that the Free League have attached to this particular crowdfunding. And it's got lots of very, very nice sounding places to go and explore. We've got the Mirror Lake, we have the Temple of Purple Flame, the Iron Forest, very evocative. Unfortunately, the map I got was not the highest resolution. But today, Master Odin has identified a promising target, and that is here in this, the barrows, if you like. He's heard that there's an old cairn. Let's call it the Knight's Cairn, but it's amongst many, many cairns here. It's called the Riddermound, and you have heard that this might be promising and not yet plundered. So you gathered your friends around you, and you traveled for a day or two from the outskirt, as it's called here, from your base, to the night scan, and you just arrive. And we'll go pretty much straight into the action, because this is a one-shot, so there's not going to be a lot of exploration or overland travel. The rules are not there either. But I would love to hear a little bit of banter between you guys while you're traveling. What do you say to each other as you approach this mission? How long have you known each other? That sort of thing. You can make this up entirely because there's only a little bit of background story on each character sheet. Everybody scratches their head.
I'd probably just growl a lot, I would have thought. Waste of time. Give me an enemy, so chop up. Something like
An enemy to chop up. Very good.
Wish you lot had slowed down a bit. I've only got little legs.
Well, keep up. You must be, with everyone else. If otherwise, you might get lost.
I won't get lost. You're the ones that are going to get lost. I won't get lost. I know exactly where I'm going because he's already told me.
I wish you all get lost.
Well, that's not very nice.
Not a very nice person.
Well,
so has he told you the split for the what we may or may not find in this place?
I heard it was a 5-way split, so we would be getting 15% each.
Yeah. Weren't top of the maths class, were you?
What?
There's the duck.
They don't teach maths in Mallard School, do they? He told you
it was night school I went to.
Night school.
Yes, night school. It was held in the evening.
Night school, very good.
Yes.
At 15 o'clock. Well, yes. You get your 15%, and I'll take my 25%. That'd be fine.
We all take 20%, and that's it.
Oh,
that's it.
Okay, yeah. That's fine then.
So, has anyone actually been up to this place before or near it?
No. Never been there.
No, but I've been to places like it.
Well, it's named after my calling, so it must be interesting.
I wonder who was buried there.
Obviously a knight. I'm guessing.
Yeah, but which knight?
Okay. So you set off, you camped overnight one night.
He's a good knight. Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah. Very good night.
Yeah.
Very good night, yes. And you finally arrive and you come to this rise, and there's actually a few of these barrows around, but your law master was telling you, that probably is plundered in this one, but this particular one is a bit lower and it's got a stone circle on top, but apparently has never been plundered before. So I'm going to take you just briefly, show you, I'll show it on the stream actually, picture. I can show you that in a minute as well. But this is the sort of place we're going to. So, now I made a map. I actually made 2 maps. Let me just find them. First of all, I wanted to have you on this map. So, pull all my players across.
Ah. Right.
Yeah. And I'll show you the picture on here as well. Show to all. So this is a stone circle, actually in Ireland, but hey, it looks great. So just decided to show you this picture. You come up to this rise, and on the top of it has got a stone circle. What you approach, but this is what your lawmaster Odin recognizes from his research and said, "This is the place."
So, then, how do we get in then?
I think we. I wonder if we can use magic.
Are you going straight up? Let me read the little bit of box text. You know, old school role playing always is box text. So let's do a little bit of that. So, a hill crowned by tall standing stones rises in a glade in the middle of the forest. The place is strangely quiet. However, even as you approach, you notice a faint but ominous odor, a putrid stench like that of rotten vegetables. And then you step amongst the stones, and you can see on the little map, hopefully.
It's the duck.
It's the duck. Beware the duck side.
You haven't got any plum sauce?
I would not eat it if that's the smell of it.
Keep it clean.
You're going to leave my plums alone, thank you very much. They're going to stay in my trousers.
Orange. I'm a bit hungry, that's all.
Mm-hmm.
Walking quite a long way.
Ah, okay. Well, should we have a little look at this thing then? I'll sort of approach up.
But in the middle, that number 2 thing that you can see there,
yep.
It's a stone slab, a roughly hewn square-shaped slab of stone, about 2 by 2 meters. It's embedded slightly in the earth at the top of the hill. It has, however, been moved from its original position, so there's a slight gap on one side, and you can see the dark coming from underneath, and you have the impression that this foul smell is emanating from that. So it looks like it's been recently opened and replaced.
Probably used as a privy.
So you're saying nobody's been here? It seems like somebody has already fiddles with stone.
It does, but if it's putrid beneath it, do you think this is the right thing, or just a grave that might be plundered? Should we just look around some more?
Could be foul things lurking.
It could be, but rotten vegetable sort of smell is usually a sign of a corpse.
Well, it might be a sort of hint to look elsewhere.
You can look around a bit if you like. Feel free.
Yeah, before the big uns trample everything, can I just look around, see if I can see any tracks or anything?
Yes, first skill roll of the day. So what would you like to roll? We have scouting for this sort of thing. So
I'd rather do spot hidden, but...
You can do spot hidden, but if you're looking for trails of people who might have been here, I think that's more scouting. It's actually a long discussion right now whether there should be 2 skills or whether 1 skill should be enough, but...
no, that's fine. Let me...
So you...
right. So my...
Bit of explanation for those who haven't played this before. So basically you look at your character sheet, you find your scouting value, which is 6.
Yes.
You spot hidden. I see why you want to do spot hidden.
Yeah, because spot hidden's 12.
Yeah, you'll do that later. So you take a d20 from the dice roller in the chat window, and what you need to do is you need to roll equal or under. So this is a roll under system. The lower you roll, the better. So if you have got D&D in your head, you need to unlearn that.
Or Pendragon.
Or Pendragon. Oh, there you go.
Gosh, what
Good
a
roll.
Yeah, and the 1 would actually be a what they call a dragon. Which is a really, really positive roll, and a 20 is a demon, which is a very negative roll. But excellent. Yeah, you do see that probably a couple of days ago, maybe, some people must have gone in and out of this place. And by the size of the feet, you reckon this might have been goblins. And they have been carrying or dragging some stuff away. So you must just be hoping that they didn't get everything. You also see that there, among some of the stones, there's some bandages with a bit of blood on it. So maybe they were injured in their explorations.
So something got hold of them. Something not very nice by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
Oh well. How easy or otherwise, Frank, would it be to move that slab?
Oh, you've got a few really, really strong people here. So if you all pulled together and got your fingers into this crevice, you probably could pry it open.
But yes, should we ask Orla? Are you any good at tracking to see if they've gone further away, or are they ready to rigorously render us an ambush?
Scout around and have a look.
You can also do a scouting roll. Let's have a look at your scouting. And your scouting is actually quite good. You've got 12. So grab a d20, roll it, and see what happens. Ooh.
Oh, blimey. It's a demon, isn't it?
Now you think these people are definitely gone for a while. Yeah, these goblins. They went over the hills and far away.
Who
rolled that? Not this sort of die that looks very pretty, but on a real table you would always say, I can't read that. Get proper dice. What did you roll for, Audan? Because you didn't tell us what you were rolling for.
I thought they were rolling for it. I thought.
Were you helping to scout, or were you doing something else?
It's a terribly good roll, Robin.
Yeah, let's have a think.
You do need to tell me that before you roll, ideally.
I was spotting hidden.
Spotting hidden.
Yeah.
Okay, spotting hidden. Yeah, but there's not really anything hidden up here. I just feel like I need to give you something now. All right. Behind one of the trees, behind one of the standing stones where the bloody rag was lying, you also see a couple of silver coins, which are ancient. And you know this because you've studied this sort of stuff. But there you go. That's all I'm going to give you, because you need to announce your rolls before you roll them. If you have to learn it the hard way. No, but Aura is sure that these people have gone. These goblins, they are far, far away. There shouldn't be any risk for you.
That's excellent news. Well done. Should we progress and see if we can open this, make an egress into this crypt?
You're going to keep that way of
Let's go and have a go.
Excellent. Mohammed just asked from the chat, are you going to share the coins with the group or pocket them?
I'm thinking the Duck obviously went to posh school talking about egresses and everything.
Yeah, he probably did. He's nobility, isn't he? So, you managed to actually heave that aside quite nicely. Actually, there was something else you could have found, I just realized. Yeah, okay. That's fine. You managed to do that, and basically underneath you see a shaft that goes down. It's just diving into the blackness. You have the first couple of meters, you can actually see some light filtering in, but it's a round shaft dropping down, and you can't see the bottom. And you still get that smell. Some of the smell was actually from up here. There were some goblin droppings and wolf excrements.
I shall whip out my flint and cinder and light a torch.
Mm-hmm. You light this torch. Good.
I will also light a torch.
Good. Torches can go out, you know that.
Well, can I see anything further by basically sticking the torch in the hole? Does it give...
poke it down. The thing is, once the torch is down in the shaft, you can't actually look past it very well because it's sort of blinding you a bit.
Yeah.
You can see that the shaft is going down further, even extending your arm down, but you can't really see beyond the light source. You would have to maybe drop it or something.
Frank, before I go down into this place,
Mm-hmm.
the smells are bothering me a bit, I'll dab my finger into my little blue bottle of perfume, just rub it under my nose, just sort of, protect myself from the ghastly odours.
Yes.
Being a big tough wolfkin kind of guy,
What does your perfume smell of?
Smells an awful lot like flowers, as Mr. Hankey would have said in South Park.
Okay, like flowers. So it's a bit of lavender, maybe, something like that?
Yeah. Something like that. Roses or something.
Yeah, you don't want a wolfkin smelling of wet dog, do you? There must be.
It's just as much at the moment. They're not hoping not to be able to smell all the horrible, nasty things.
They don't smell of wolfbane, do they? Okay. So, what are you going to do? Are you going to drop the torch?
Yes, I will drop the torch.
Right.
See what happens.
Torch trundles down the shaft and goes splat on the floor. Let me see whether it goes out. On a 1 it goes out. No, it doesn't. So it burns, it sits down there. It's probably about 5 meters, you reckon? And you can see that there's some... I changed the map slightly, so there's some sort of slightly tiled, paved floor down there. It's lying on. But you can basically see, I don't do feet, sorry.
That's all right.
I'm not
Does
Imperial.
anybody have some rope that we could clamber down?
I've got a rope. I'll tie it on and chuck it down there for you.
Great. I will be able to clamber down.
You want to climb down?
Sally forth. Yes, using the rope.
So what we need to do with the rope is a mobility roll, but you get what they call a boon on that. So you can roll 2d20 and you keep the one that is lower. Yeah, which you can actually do with a d20 at the top of the chat bar. 2d20 keep lowest, but you can just roll 2d20 and work it out. So we have a 12.
Keep it 12 and a 16.
And your mobility
is 10.
Oh, right.
Oops.
So you're starting to make your way down, but weighed down by all your equipment, you actually drop a little bit. Yeah, the first couple of meters are fine, but then you drop. So I now need to look up falling damage because I thought, surely they're not going to do this and fall down. So, falling. As per the rules on page 18. I love it when they give you cross-references all the time. So let's say it's 3 meters is when you start falling, if I remember. Sorry, start rolling for the damage. And a d6. Successful mobility, you didn't do that. So d6 of falling damage. So this goes on to your 4. What is it called? It's called your hit points. Yeah. If you right click on your token.
Straight on hit points, straight through armor.
I'm going to just adjust that for you. So
does that go straight through armor?
Yeah, I think it's going to go straight through armor.
Okay.
This one is armor does not protect against falling damage, it says on page 18.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So
I
what
got a print out, so I've
Good. What you hear is basically he's going with the effort of going down, our duckling, and then you just go, and then you hear this almighty clang and plop as he actually smashes down on the floor. Silence. He's fallen onto the torch. The torch is now extinguished, so you don't actually know what's going on down there.
Ow. Oh. Eesh. Oh.
You hear some strange noises coming from the hole in the ground.
You're right down there.
Oh. Yes, I'm fine. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Just a minute. I'm just trying to find the torch. I will.
So what's down there then? What can you see?
It's mostly black.
Oh, that's all right then.
Can you relight your torch?
I'm trying to now. Yes, I'm just trying to find the torch. I can't find it at the moment. I'm sure I'll find it soon.
You find the torch quite quickly.
Okay, I will grab the torch and see if I can basically fumble in to get my flint and tinder and light it.
Yeah, there's some light coming from above, so yeah, that's fine. You can do that. Let me just see whether I can move you across. Oh no, I need to do that first here, and then pull you into scene. The others are already there, but it's just the tokens, so don't tell them that they're already downstairs. So you should be able to see something down there now, and I put a little light on for you to have
I'd be about
a position of the torch.
Did I drop there then?
Yeah, where that light is basically where you are now.
Okay.
That's where the torch came down.
All
right.
Well, it's broken stuff. It's not very interesting, but perhaps there might be something else around. Do come down.
So, just really quick, all you can see is you and stuff around there, yeah? And
Yeah.
you've not been attacked by anything yet.
No?
Oh,
No? All right, I'll come down then.
Apart from
Can
the
you
floor.
see any other passages off that chamber?
Not at the moment. I was waiting here for everyone else to get down, though.
All right then.
Crisana with a torch starts the climb
Okay.
down the rope.
You start climbing down the road.
Mobility. Did you say that was
Mobility roll.
2D,
And with
2D20 or?
Yeah, 2d20 because you've got the rope in place. So it gives you the boon. Nearly set advantage there. Yeah, no
Banes and
problem.
boons.
With
I'll
great,
take
with
4.
great elegance, do you swing down the rope and say, "What's the fuss all about?"
Yeah.
So let me pull you to
Right.
this scene as well.
Right, can I just check if there are boons? Presumably there are banes as well.
Yeah, Bane
Yeah.
means you roll 2d20 and you take the one that's worse for you.
Indeed.
So Krisana is now also downstairs.
Well, you've got a
I'll
good
come
mobility
down.
score, haven't you?
help the old man down.
That should be too. I think.
Who's next? The old
So
man.
I'll go next.
The old man.
The old
Shall I
man's
go
me, isn't it?
last then? Keep up with
Yeah.
the old.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
it's you, Robin.
Yeah, that should be enough, I think. 9, right? Well, I don't know
No,
where
I've
you
got-
put +2. No, you had a 7. You rolled a 7. And you were supposed to
Ah.
roll 2d20, not a d20 +2. But 7 is good enough, I think, right?
Excuse me.
7. Well, yes, I'm 8 mobility. So
Mobility. Yeah, you make it down as well. Good, good. Might as well move you all downstairs rather than doing one by one, but I'm going to pull you down.
Last but very much least.
At the top side.
I'm mobility of 12. And yeah, so 11 and a 5. So they're both
Right.
succeeded.
Good. And Ola, you can roll. I put you down already, but you can roll. That looks very good as well. Well
easily.
done. So you leave that rope in place, yeah? I'm assuming you've
Yeah.
tied it around one of the standing stones and tossed it down the hole.
Yes.
So you come into this this chamber, and as I said, I've redesigned the map a little bit. There is an official map, of course, comes with the scenario, but I decided to change it slightly. So you are in a dome-shaped chamber with a floor of paving stones. In the darkness far above, you see the opening that you just came down, and in the northern edge, just about here, where I'm pointing with my little pointer, you see a faint glowing symbol, silvery symbol seems to be there. Seems to be not connected, seems to be a bit broken up, but you can't actually see a lot past it yet, I think. But that light comes from the northern edge. So, can each of you actually, or the one you nominate, do me a quick scouting roll, please? Because you have made quite a bit of noise already, and you've got 2 torches now. You also see here there are a couple of
I think
pillars.
Orla would be the best scout. Do we not agree?
Well, my scouting's 5, so I wouldn't have thought that.
Yeah, Orla's really good at it.
Yeah, Ola's the best.
I'll scout.
I'm sure Orla had the best skills.
Best skills.
Yeah, no, I think you're
If
probably
you're right,
right
I'll
there.
scout.
Oh, yes. Okay, while the others are sort of rummaging around and looking at the broken chests and so on, and some of the goblin mess that's still down here, you look up to the ceiling and you just think, something is strange up there. You've got, in the torchlight, somebody else is holding a torch, I think. You just think, did something on the ceiling just move?
Wobbly ceiling. What's this?
What's this? So, what do you tell the others?
I don't want to not alarm you guys, but something just moved up there. I'll
What?
point to the ceiling.
Up on the ceiling.
Yes.
So, Chrisana,
There's nothing.
maybe you had the torch, right? One of them.
Yes, I've got one of the torches.
Yeah,
Yes,
just carefully lift the torch above your little head. And
and by that time, it's about the same height as all of the others.
we've got the echo again with you two. Careful there. You basically, get it at the head height of the others, but the light reaches and you can see that there's some furry beasts hanging off the ceiling.
Oh.
Lovely.
And you just think, oh, that looks a bit scary. These are lots of bats, as they call it. It's a cauldron of bats, apparently. So, if you now notice it and share it, you've made quite a bit of noise already. But I would want everybody to pass a sneak test. You want to leave this room without disturbing them. And I mean
So
everybody.
they haven't noticed us yet.
They're starting to move. They're starting to be unsettled, probably because of the smoke of the torches coming up as well.
I'll
Oh,
make a
good.
sneak roll.
I'm rolling
They're
against 4 here.
On you go. You tell me what you achieve. I can see the rolls, but I don't have all the character sheets up. I do actually on that screen, but oh, okay. What Makanda is on his? Do you wear boots, or are you on your? Are you on your?
I have wonderful plate boots on.
Oh, very good. But you managed to be extra quiet, so you can actually make up for one other player who fails. You can make up for that by saying,
Goes my sneak.
We must be very, very quiet. We're hunting bat.
Okay, I roll.
"Oh, another one!"
Gosh.
Okay, I'll say the same. You are extra quiet and can make up for somebody else's failure.
I just rolled my skill, so
That's great. That's great.
pass.
So basically, that means even if the others two fail, unless there's a demon, I'm gonna let you, Chrisana, easy.
I had my sneaking was 14. So
Oh, somebody, all of all people who spotted them.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, she's just about to trip over one of those broken jars that's lying around on the floor, but Makanda points to it. So I let you move up north if you do it reasonably swiftly, because that is where this shadowy, silvery light comes from. But you
move that way.
You think you got away with it. Now, just for the people watching at home, we just had Mohammed asking whether it's bat season. I think these guys actually got away with it, with the two dragons. But can you see? Can you see that there's a gap?
Yeah.
So there's a big. Now you step a bit closer. There's a big double-winged, sort of a double door at the northern edge of this chamber, but it has been cracked open, and there's oak doors with iron fittings, and the symbol that was across both doors, but is now slightly ajar, stretches across, and they're flanked. You can just about see them, I think, on my map. It's better in 3D, because this is Dungeon Alchemist map. There and there are statues of knights that are flanking the door, but the door has been cracked open, and there's a little gap in it that you could just about sneak through, you reckon.
So let us progress this way.
Okay.
Getting very twitchy, having something to fight. Bats, honestly.
And again, you see that in this area here, there's lots of footprints in the dirt.
We must be careful. They were born in the darkness. We merely adopted it. And I will continue moving.
We'll continue moving. So don't move too far, but you can all move into the next room. And I know you guys like this sort of stuff. Dungeon exploring. But I didn't put any stops in, so don't just run off.
Have we lost...
You left somebody behind.
Yeah, sorry, it disappeared, so I got to back.
There you go.
There we go. All together. As it gets really close, Audon must be a bit scared because it gets really close to the duck.
Oh,
so you are in this little chamber here, and it's a small room that you're in. And again, the floor you can see as it is. There, interestingly enough, I think one of you stepped far enough, Makanda. From the north,
On the wall.
From the north, if I just move you all up in line so you can see that a bit. So you know what I'm talking about. If you all go roughly where Makanda is standing, you can see that there's some light coming from the northern edge. There seems to be flickering torchlight coming through, and it's filtering towards you through the bars of a portcullis. And this portcullis has been dropped down there. On the left and right here of the little room, there and there are skeletons. Yeah, but they still have a big shield, and they both still have a weapon. They have spears, and they actually have a little bit of armor on them as well.
Jason the Argonauts.
I'm just going to...
Possibly they will not animate and cause us trouble.
So I'm just going to see my random roll for my... And by the way, I've done those random rolls in German because I'm going to run this in German, so it might not mean a lot to you. So, that's actually quite good because it riddles it. So what do you do as you explore this portcullis there? Or the rest of the room?
Is there a way to open up the portcullis?
Ooh, you look at it and it's rusted and it seems to be jammed into place. You think you can't just open it. You may be able to smash it if you spend long enough with your big...
That would cause a lot of noise that might summon the bats.
What do the others do?
I'm inspecting the skeleton on my right.
Skeleton on your right. Yeah, okay. Well, it is basically mummified. It's still got a bit of skin on it. It has a rusted chainmail shirt, and it has a long spear and a shield in front of it.
Okay.
And as you look at it, you notice that behind it, that there seems to be a little... Not actually that little. There seems to be a crack in the wall, and there seems to be space behind it.
Can I investigate the crack in the wall?
You can. Are you poking light into it, or how do you investigate it?
Well, I suppose I'll ask Sander for shine of the torch over here. There's a crack here. We might be able to do something with this. Let's have a bit of light.
Yeah, it's just about there, behind the skeleton.
Right.
Chrisana's standing in front of it with a torch.
Yeah, you poke this in there, and you get a reflection out of it. There seems to be, I don't know, is it gemstones or something? Like a scattering pins, little pins of light being reflected back at you. And then all of a sudden, something moves out. There seems to be like long things that comes out of the hole, grab either side, and out pulls itself a huge spider that was residing in that little crevice. But it pulls itself out and actually is humongous. So you might have to move out of the way.
Oh, okay. Oh well.
No.
Something to have.
So you recoil as the spider pulls itself out. It knocks over the skeleton. It goes splat on the floor. The spear rolls off. The chain shot makes quite a bit of noise, and this huge spider is snarling at you. So if you want to position yourself slightly further away, I'll give you a chance now because it came out slowly.
Yeah, okay.
No, I'd be right in its face.
Okay. I'm just thinking of your spellcaster.
Yeah.
I'm gonna,
I will protect people, do not worry.
I'm certainly going to pull out my spear.
All right, so this is going to be the
thing with far too many legs.
The first combat.
Let's remove you down to the proper number of legs.
Proper
I
number.
could try a fireball.
Let's have a look. Let's go into initiative. It was relatively slow in coming out, so it doesn't have surprise on you. Now, I think I got this configured correctly. So this is reverse initiative in action. Let me just double check whether it's got more than... Yes, it does more than one. So I need to duplicate this combatant and give it another roll. So re-roll this one. So... I'm gonna just roll a d10 down here. It goes on a 5. Do we have anybody? Oh, we've got 3 of you on a 7. That would be better, to be honest, if I had the card deck configured, because normally you draw cards from 1 to 10 for initiative. But we'll go like this, and players go before monsters if they're on the same initiative. So, the first one to gather her wits is our great elf, Ola. What would you like to do, Ola? this huge spider with its carapace gleaming in your torchlight has just come up. What do you want to do?
Screen is the actions. That's right.
Sorry?
I would.
Sorry, just pointing out to Sam, Frank, that you've on the player screen, you've put the actions that you can do.
Yes, if you go down
It's
to
really
the
useful.
player screen, you've got an overview of the different actions, and there's also an index of rule cuttings. So if you want to know how something works, there's an index which will open other things. And at the bottom I put the spells, just for quick reference. So what you typically can do now is you can either attack. Basically what you do in every round, you have one action. You have a move action, actually I should say, and some other action. So a move and an action, I think is what they actually call it. So for example, if you use your action early on in the round to attack, then
Susie's calling.
then you can't actually...
Heather?
What's that? You can't hear us, can you?
Robin, mute your mic.
Oh, sorry. I thought I'd muted
All right.
it. I beg your
So,
pardon.
as I said,
Sorry.
you have one move and one action. You can choose whatever you want to do, whether you want to move first and then act, or whether you want to act and then move, or if you have part of your move, then you can do part of it before, part of it after. But you only have one action, so if you attack this round, you can't defend this round. You can also change your initiative, so you can actually say, swap your initiative with somebody. You can say, I want to wait to see what other people are doing. Then you can exchange your initiative either with a monster or with one of the other players if they agree.
Well, I've seen Joe. I got called out of the hole, so I'm going to try and shoot you in the face with my bow.
Okay, so you get in your bow out,
Shoot him now, sir.
readying a weapon and shooting as a free action here. So sorry, readying an action, not shooting. So you get your bow out and you can do an attack. So that's what you need to do is a ranged attack.
Yeah.
Which is one of your skills, marksmanship. Yeah, you roll on that.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what you need to keep in mind. That's an agility weapon. So if you hit, then you get a d6 plus 2d6 damage. So you get damage bonus, which should be 3d6 then.
Okay. So let's roll one.
So you don't have to target it, just roll. There's nothing automated here, so we just do it manually. Oh, you do hit it. So d6 plus a 2d6, so 3d6 damage.
So 3d6.
3d6.
Nice.
Well, we'll say nice or not nice once we see the damage. Oh, that's sort of average-ish.
Okay.
average.
So it doesn't have an
There we go.
armor rating. Good. Your arrow strikes true, and it sort of snarls at you. Giant spider. Right. Sorry, that's not right. Next one is the spider's first attack. So, as in Forbidden Lands, the monsters actually have an attack table. So you don't pick, or you can pick as a GM, but typically I always roll, certainly early on, to see what happens. So I'm going to roll a d6 to see which attack the spider is going to use on you all. It's a body slam. With a great leap, the giant spider launches its massive body at a hapless victim. The attack inflicts 2d6 bludgeoning weapon, and the victim is knocked down. So it's going to be somebody who's close by, and that is really Maganda. So you can not parry this, but you can try and dodge this. So a dodge is a mobility roll.
Okay.
That you can do.
I will leap using my amazing agility and leap out of the way.
Okay, so do mobility, and if you succeed, you can also move one square away from the monster. Oh,
No, he's loving it.
another one! You're so lucky. So you actually managed to move out of the way.
You rascally.
Which way do you want to move?
I'm gonna basically move. Can I move to sort of in front of Aladdin because he's
No, you can only move one square, and I think if you only
one
move
square.
one square
I'll-
and want
I'll
to get
move.
away from it, there's only one place you can go, which is
I'll go there.
You're still in touch
Can I
with
go
it,
there?
then? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I still want to hit because I want to hit it
Okay.
on my go.
You
I'll
have,
just
however,
dodge out the way.
spent your action already this round.
Oh right, so that was an action dodge.
Yeah. Dodging is an
okay.
action,
All
parry
right,
is
fair
an
enough.
action. This is a
Didn't
really
realise that.
harsh
That's
action
fine,
economy.
That's fine. That's okay.
So, next one is our caster. What do you want to do? Arc spiders, says Paul. I did warn you. There was a trigger warning that there would be spiders. So, you're muted.
I want to cast a spell. I want to fireball, and my magic school is elementalism, and it's level 14.
Yes. So what you need to do is you need to do an elementalism roll, and you have to tell us how much willpower you want to invest. So typically for a spell, it's 2 willpower for power level 1. If you want to up the power level, it's 2 per power level. So you could spend 2, or so power level 2 is 4 willpower points, or power level 3 is 6 willpower points.
I'm trying to find out how much willpower I've got.
You have, if you right click on your token, it will tell you underneath you've got 11. No, 19. It's above it. 19 willpower you have.
Okay.
But this is only the first fight.
Okay, well, I'll put 4 into it.
4. Okay, so that's power level 2. So what that means is the spell sends a fireball at the target as a ranged attack. So you still need to see that you actually roll to hit it. So you need to do your casting roll. What was it called? Elementalism, I think.
Yes.
So you need to succeed with that.
So it's under 14. Yeah.
Yeah. Or equal to.
Okay. Okay.
Ooh, will it hit? Will it hit? Yes! It does hit. So that's for power level 2, you do cost 2d6 damage. Okay. And it doesn't actually blow everybody else close to it up yet. There's not area of effect. You can power level 2 are actually, as a 2 or 3, you can actually target more than one, but it doesn't blow everybody up. So 2d6, please, for the damage.
Okay, that's 2. So 2 of those. Oh. No, that's wrong. Hang on. So do it twice.
So this fireball makes its way towards the spider, blinds it, and goes poof, and bathes it in flames for a moment. And that was a grand total of 7 damage. All right. Good stuff. Well done. So Baston is next.
Yes. Well, Baston will ready his spear, and he will charge into battle. With he's got a skill of 14 for his spears. Have a go at that.
There's even a little spear point in the token that you see.
Ah.
That must be you attacking.
All right, so we'll have a go at that.
So you need to move up to it as well. Ooh, that might not be enough, I'm thinking.
It's a miss.
That's a miss. Oh, the giant spider's turn now. So let's see. 1d6, not 2d6. So it's a 6. It's another body slam. And guess who's she targeting now? Because you've acted, you can't actually get out of the way. So it is 2d6 bludgeoning, and you're going to be knocked down.
Right.
Your armor.
You just they don't have to roll to attack. They just hit.
Yes, monsters just hit.
All right.
If it's like a goblin or something that uses weapons, it's a normal attack roll, but monsters always hit. So you get 7 bludgeoning damage. Your armor helps, however, and the armor in this game is flat.
I will take that hit.
You sure?
Yep. Because I can take the hit. I've got an ability called Protector.
You have to spend some willpower though.
Yeah. I'm happy. I protect my fellows.
From memory, that doesn't count as an action, does it?
No, does not count as an action.
Good. That's fine then. And you're close enough. Yeah, just about. I'll let that go. If Baston moved there, you can do it. Because you need to be within 2 meters, so within a square.
So,
but yeah, that's fine. If that's what you want to do. So you take the damage and your armor helps. So
my armor is 6, so I take 1 damage then.
You only take 1 damage. Oh, there you go. You can actually tank in this game.
Okay, well, stop thinking about plum and orange sauce now. I'm indebted to the
yeah, it might take a little longer to like the mallet. So, Makanda.
I'm very likable, thank you very much. I don't get to an action because I dodged.
No, that's true. So we're going to skip you. Chrisana.
Chrisana wants to try to, and this is going to be a bit difficult because of all the traffic. But what's her movement? 12. These 2 meter squares.
Yeah, I think they're supposed to be 2 meters. I think I actually put them as 150. Yeah,
Okay.
I put them as 150.
Chrisana would like to get behind the spider, and she would like to sneak behind the spider.
Yeah?
If possible.
That's a total of 7.5 meters, no problem. Your movement is 10, isn't it?
Yeah, 12.
12, yeah, there you go. You can move.
Yeah,
back there.
she's only got little legs, but she can move. So she's going to sneak around the back of the spider.
Mm-hmm.
As long as I can make my sneaking roll.
Yeah.
And the reason why I need to make my sneaking roll, just to let you know, is because I want to use my backstabbing.
I thought you might.
Well, right. So my sneaking is 14. I will roll 1d20 and
Oh, yes.
roll a 3.
Well
That's
done.
good enough for that. Right, so now I spend 3 willpower points to activate the skill.
Mm-hmm.
And what it means is you can use make it. Oh, no.
Oh, no. What can you make?
Well, okay, I'm not sure how this works then. You can activate this skill when rolling for sneaking or sleight of hand and get a boon to the roll. You can also use it when making an attack. Oh, so all it's allowed me to do is sneak around
melee
behind
attack.
it.
You do melee attack. Backstabbing, you mean, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, you snuck up, that's absolutely fine. But you can just do melee attack now. Which,
I see.
And the melee attack gives you a sneak attack, which means it cannot be dodged or parried. You get a boon onto the roll, to the attack roll, and the number of dice rolled for the damage is increased by 1.
Yeah.
You can
sorry,
only
I
use it
keep-
with a subtle weapon, so with a dagger.
Yep, she's got a little dagger. That's all she has got. Yeah, I keep forgetting that movement isn't an action in this, so the
Sort of is,
sneaking
but-
is.
Yeah.
is
So there you go.
Right, so I've got a boon on my
Attack roll.
attack, so
Mhm.
2d20.
And take the better one. That 5, that definitely will hit. And then you can cause your damage, whereas is normally your damage on that weapon is. Close your character sheet again.
It is 1d8.
So you can now do
No
2d8.
strength bonus. I can roll 2d8.
And it's agility for the weapon, so it's 2d8 plus a d6. Because the dagger uses agility, not strength.
Oh, of course it does.
Yeah, I remember that this time. There you go.
2d8 plus
Plus 1d6.
1d6.
It could be quite a big hit.
Stab it in the stinger.
Or not.
Oh,
10
Okay.
points.
Well done. You did sink your blade deep into the big bulbous back of the spider. So well done on that one. But you actually, as it comes out, is all covered in ick.
Not bad for a wee halfling.
Not bad for a wee halfling, indeed. So let me just close my combat tracker by mistake. So who's next? That's the end of the round. We are back to Orla.
You're
you're on
muted.
mute.
Frank, do we not roll initiative again?
Oh yes, of course. Sorry, I forgot that. Very well done. We have to re-roll initiative. Interesting. How do you do that on Foundry? Re-roll initiative.
Is a
So I just
near
press
the
on the
round.
button.
It's
It doesn't do
one of the
anything.
ones to the left, or it's one of the two to the left of the
Oh, no,
round.
it's reset initiative first, and then I have to re-roll. So it's first the arrow on the right, and then on the left. So actually, this time round, it's Baston going first. Look at all those dice going. So, Baston, what would you like to do?
I pick myself up and try and stab this thing with my spear. Again.
Getting up is a free action in this game, actually, so that's absolutely
And
fine.
he's not down. I am.
Oh
I took the
yes,
hit.
of course. He, you took all the damage for me. Very decent.
Yep. So I'm on the ground.
Oh, I gave you
Favourite.
magic shield by mistake, hang on. Alright, so you don't have to get up, but it's a free action anyway. Getting up is a free action here.
So again, my spears is 14.
Yeah.
So I've got to get equal or under 14 on 1d20.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't sound too terrible.
Yeah, if you want to, Mohammed is just pointing that out. You can actually swap your initiative with somebody else if you want to, including with a monster.
Okay, well, I'll stick it. I think I'll stick with going first and getting it over and done with.
Yeah. Oh, very well done.
2. Okay, so my spear does. Long spear does 2d8 damage. So have a go. That's.
It's your spider hunting spear. Okay. I wasn't sure whether it was a 3 or 1, but you got a 3 out of it. Well done. This spider's definitely worse. Worse for wear. Sorry, I just put the wrong number in. But it's definitely worse for wear. You sink the spear deeply into one of the joints, basically, and a couple of the legs seem like they are lame now that she can't actually run as much. Makanda, your turn.
I will stand up and I will thwack this villainous arachnid with my mighty battle axe. Or attempt to, anyway.
And that is a mighty battle axe. It causes a lot of damage, that duck.
Oh dear.
Do you want me to tell you what you need to roll?
Yeah, it's just D20, isn't it? So,
D20 blunt weapons or axes is 14. You're looking at 14.
Yes, I realised that. So I for some reason my Foundry was wanting to kick me out.
If you had your dice in hand, so if you want to roll offline, you can.
Grab a dice.
Yeah, let's do that.
It's a 9.
A 9 is good enough. And then you've got a 2d8 plus
2d8
and your damage bonus, which is a
D4, I believe.
D4
is my damage.
Yeah, 2d8 plus a d4,
which is a mighty 14.
14.
Yep.
You sure about that?
A 5, a 6, and a 3 is 14.
Okay. You cleave that into the head of this villainous arachnid, as you called it. And with a mighty squawk, basically, you leave it there.
That, you fiend.
Take it right the way through. You hear the cracking of this chitinous carapace, and basically all this ooze is going down, and all the legs go, and then it just flops onto the floor. And you have just defeated your first enemy.
Huzzah!
Da, 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 huzzah!
We are victorious.
You are victorious, and this enormous spider has made such a mess now that it's lying on top of all the bones of that poor skeleton. It's just crushed.
Or spidery widery.
Innocent bystander.
I might say hello. Absolutely.
So, well done. First fight survived. Some of you didn't even get more than one turn.
Well done, boys. Well done, Ducky.
I wonder what's
quite
inside.
all right, thank you very much.
It's got at least kind of hoard of treasure inside the spider head.
Or just septic stuff.
And more spiders in the spider nest.
Well, he's only here for the money, or she's only here for the money. So Chrisanna's going to go over and have a look in the hole that the spider came out of.
Right. So basically, what you're saying, I need to look up whether there was any loot intended. No, unfortunately, all you see back there is spider webs and maybe some spider eggs. You don't really want to reach in there, do you?
Rather not. No. Spider,
Spider has such great attacks and didn't use any of them. Web attack, web slinger. Okay. So you are out of combat. You're taking a breath for a moment and say, "Wow, that was a close call," or not. What's your next step?
If this was a 1950s B movie, we would want to burn out the nest, wouldn't we?
Does the web burn with the torch?
Well, I did think of sticking the torch in there, but based on the fact we don't know what else is in there.
Let's see. And I'll stick the torch in the against the webs by the hole.
Yeah, they just go sizzle, 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 and actually some of it goes slightly into the hole, but not all the way in. They burn off.
Okay.
And there's a sort of acrid smell.
Oh, that stinks a little. There's no way you could squeeze in?
Maybe the halfling could.
You're asking me.
Yes, I'm asking you to squeeze in.
You're asking me to go in a hole that a ruddy great spider just came out, and I can see little spider eggs in there.
Brave Bolter Watson swiftly ran away.
Are you quacking mad?
I'm sorry. I thought you were made of sterner stuff.
Well, you're wrong.
Okay.
I haven't lasted this long by climbing in deep dark holes and then
finding treasure. Obviously, finding treasure is never very useful at all.
I've found enough of that.
Paul, come on.
I'm not going in there. Bugger off. You want to go in there? You go in there. Stick your arm in there, furry.
Big bad wolfkin. I could never fit through that crack.
You get your arm in there, furry. Go on.
Go on.
So shall we proceed?
So are you going to stick your arm in there, Wolfkin, or not?
I don't think so. I think we ought to carry on. I think.
Who's the big brave wolfkin now? Go on.
Well, I'm too big to put my big chunky arm in there. Oh, go on then. Okay, all right, I will. Why not? I'm out of the way, halfling.
Okay. So you stick your hand in there, you root around a little bit, and it's just squishy stuff.
Yeah.
That's squishy stuff. You reach around, there seems to be a slightly bigger cavity on the far side, but it's just, you don't think there's anything in it. But as you get it out, all your fur is now covered in spider web, and in the gooey stuff of probably squished spider eggs. So your whole right arm is sort of yucky.
Yeah, that's something to wipe it on.
There's a halfling.
Come here, halfling.
Nice curly hair on the halfling.
Yeah. Can I wipe my arm on your nice curly hair?
You see now why I wasn't going to crawl in there, don't you?
Oh.
Hell. Can't be too fastidious down here, you know.
Well, she's saying that, she says that to you as she's wiping the gore off of her dagger on the furry bit of the dead spider to clean the gunge off of it.
I thought you meant the furry bit of that wolfkin.
This game's sponsored by Sift Cleaner or something.
No. Actually, but one of the conditions you can take is dirty. Yeah, that's your charisma push. All right, come on, let's move this on. We haven't got all night.
So, shall we? Let's progress this way then.
Now, so far, I just wanted to check. Nobody has really stepped up to that portcullis, have they?
I don't believe so.
No.
Okay, so you want to go on?
We've not really had a go at that yet.
No.
I probably, maybe I ought to take
Step up.
games.
What?
Have a look.
We'll go and have a look and sort of see if I can rattle the bars a bit.
Step up then. Go on. There's no trap, promise. Not on this one. So you can see a bit more now?
Yeah.
Oh, so I'll bring the torch so you could see a little bit better.
Yes, that would help, wouldn't it? You know, want to see the glow.
Well, there's actually a torch in the room. That's the thing. On the left-hand side, you should be able to see the flickering torch there. That actually lights up this room to an extent. You see a small room with an oak table in the middle and burning torches on the wall. A mummified woman seems to be sitting there in gilded chainmail at the far end of the table, and an iron-fitted oak door is just behind her over here. I'm not sure you can still see that.
Is the mummified woman sitting down?
She's sitting down. In front of her, there's a chalice, a couple of chalices, and an old candelabra which is not lit. But basically, she's sitting down there with her chainmail on, leaning slightly against the back of the chair.
Is she mobile or not moving?
At this point, she's not moving.
Okay.
She looks a bit dead, really.
She does look a little bit dead.
She looks some sort of noble, though. It's a very fine chainmail that she is wearing.
Yeah, slightly sort of golden gleam on it.
Wow.
Perhaps enchanted.
And you
That
could,
does do both.
those who really want to have a really, really close look, you could do a spot hidden roll if you want. Those who have stepped up to look. This is a
Spot
perfect
hidden.
opportunity for spot hidden roll.
Okay.
Everybody
not
looks at the
that great.
character sheet. 5, that looks pretty promising. Baston, is that good enough?
What's your skill, Baston?
You're on mute, Pete.
Terribly sorry. No, that equals my skill.
Okay.
I've got a spot in the
You
5.
see that across her knees, which are really under the table, but there seems to be a sword lying there. Looks like on her knee she's got a sword.
But she's ready for trouble.
She's not starring in the new Lord of the Rings, is she?
It could be.
Yeah.
I don't know. She looks a bit like somebody from the Bangles. Showing
The
my age. there.
bangles. Okay.
Oh.
I just realized I've cut off
I'm
my
quite
head
glad
a bit and nobody has told me in the chat. Thank you very much, guys. I was only half there. Nobody mentioned it.
It's quite lucky that that it isn't Monday then.
I didn't catch that.
That would be manic.
All right. Yes, Manic Monday. Yes, very good.
We've still got this portcullis between us and this room.
You do. It looks quite
Right.
sturdy. You probably could give it a good go. A good going to. But
Good kicking in.
there are other ways available.
Well, there seem to be other ways, other ingresses into that room. Perhaps we should go either left or right. So let's go right.
I might be able to pick the lock.
It's rusted, but I'm sure your skills are substantial.
You don't see a lock on that portcullis. It has been
If there
lowered.
was a lock on the portcullis, I could probably pick it.
Yes.
Could
No.
I cast a spell for a pillar underneath the portcullis to push it up out of the way?
You probably could do that, but it would just make a lot of noise.
That's true.
But you probably could do it.
They're pretty impressive.
That would be
Yeah.
very impressive. In fact, you might even get a round of applause.
You want
Okay, give it a go.
Okay,
From
you
the
need to
back.
everybody step back maybe, because otherwise you
yeah.
could be
Yeah.
squished to the ceiling.
Except for
Let's
me.
just move back.
There we are.
And then you need to do your elementalism, and I think you're going to cast, at least 2 for the first power level.
Okay, so I spend 2 more willpower points. Can you get them back eventually?
With the rest, you can get them back with the rest.
Okay.
But can I just do a quick scouting for Ola, please? Your scouting was 14, 15, something like that, wasn't it? Oh, 7.
Hey.
Just as your lawmaster there, your magic user is preparing to mumble his spell, you hear sort of grinding and slightly rattling noise coming from this tunnel here. Like something heavy is moving towards you, just as he's casting a spell.
You might want to hold up on that spell.
Okay.
It sounds like there's something coming from our left-hand side.
Righty-ho.
Do you want to wait or do you want to carry on?
If we go through there, we might be trapped, mightn't we? That's the thing.
Something is coming closer. Now it's pointed out, you can actually all hear it, that something is shambling towards you with big steps and seems to be maybe pulling something behind it or something that's like grinding on.
Okay, let's go through then. Are we all agreed that we go through, or do you want to...
Through
I
where?
think we should go down the other tunnel.
Down the other
I think we should
tunnel?
go right.
Well, I want to give whatever's coming them the miss, really.
Yeah.
Actually, my character
Very
doesn't.
simple.
I've got looking for something else to have a Barney with.
Right, so you're going the other tunnel, are you?
Run away this way. Run away this way.
I'm just waiting for our caster to finish his chat. Because that's a crucial thing. Is Pillar being cast or is Pillar not being cast? Saying goodbye to somebody.
Sorry, that was my youngest daughter.
Oh, lovely.
Just got engaged, so...
Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Exciting times ahead.
Well, more exciting times ahead.
So, are you still
See what
casting or
happens.
have you stopped your casting?
Well, I was asked the team quickly.
Yes, go for it.
Okay,
I think you should
will
go for it,
cast.
Robin.
Yeah, I will cast it. So that's a roll 20. Yeah, and roll.
I need to get back to my chat window. That's good enough, 14, just about, isn't it?
Just about, yeah.
Okay, so from the floor underneath the portcullis, this massive pillar of rock and earth is coming up. It's grinding its way up, and it's actually bending this portcullis out of the way. And it gets pushed up and then just falls backwards into the room. And this door is now open if you want to do it. At the same time, you see a big shape just coming around the corner there. I think Makanda should... No, not yet. Just coming around the corner. Can you see it yet? No, not yet.
Nope. No, not yet.
Or you can just see a shape in the dark. So what do you want to do with it?
Everyone move through the portcullis area. I will protect your rears.
I'll stand with you, Makanda.
Stand next to him then.
As long as you're moving backwards, that is good.
So you're not running. Nobody's running yet.
No, I'm slowly moving backwards as hopefully people are moving through that into that other room.
All right. Now you should all be able to see him, right?
Yeah. It looks like some sort of
So
undead thing.
it is some sort of undead thing. Of course it is. Remember, this is a crypt.
Yeah.
It has to be something. You see in front of you a knight, essentially, but a bit skeletal and a little bit rotten, but definitely still has all the trappings. Got a big armor, got a big weapon. Can't remember quite what weapon it is. I need to look that up.
Looks like a sword.
It looks like a sword on there, but I'm just not sure whether I picked the right thing. So heavily slowly moving towards you. And yeah, it's big. It's definitely bigger than a normal human. It says Morning Star. It actually has a Morning Star and plate armor on it.
Oof.
So,
Like a nasty mess of someone's head.
and it's actually, yeah, it's moving towards you. Gosh, we haven't even moved the spot yet. And we're in the second fight now. Oh,
Yes.
Guys. This is
Same
the sort
place.
of game it is, though. Or the sort of
This
scenario.
is
it is.
this is obviously the fighting room.
Must be. You probably kick over the other little skeleton and hurt it.
Christiana.
So. Oh, and it goes first this round. Twice. It's got 2 attacks.
Ooh.
2 attacks first. Now that's an unlucky roll for you guys. So, let me check what it does. 1d6 for the first one. It is 2 unholy raw. The Death Knight the Death Knight's decayed skull twists and lets out an inhumanly horrific scream that cuts like a rusty blade through the character's souls. Everyone within 10 meters, and I think it's all of you, must roll against their willpower, or will, I think, to resist fear.
Okay.
So 10 meters, I think that's all of you. Yeah.
That's 13. I got to roll against it.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
okay.
So, and then we can have a look at the fear roll. Just tell me
14.
whether you pass it or not.
Yeah, I'm good.
You good?
Yeah, it rolled exactly.
Oh,
but I'm
that was
good.
almost a 20. Ola? You good?
I think so.
Oh.
My roll's 10, so
I passed.
I got an 8.
Well,
Yep.
I didn't do all my current numbers, so I spent.
No, it's not your will. It's your willpower. Will score. It's at the top of the character.
It's the attribute at the
Oh,
top.
right.
Now, I think...
Right. Oh, yeah, I'm fine, yeah.
I think, let me just double check this, but I think fear rolls can be pushed.
No, they
When
can be
struck,
failed.
you must immediately make a roll against willpower attribute. This roll can be pushed. So if you want to, after failing it, you can decide, I want to roll it again. You see at the character sheets there, under each attribute, there's a little diamond shape. Basically, if you push, you have to decide which way you push. You have to explain it, which attribute you use, and basically you then get a condition for it. And that condition means for all the rolls until a long, actually a short rest, you can remove one condition. Until a rest, you get a bane for every roll that's governed by that attribute.
Yeah. Okay.
So, who failed it other than Ola? Just
Did Ola fail? No, Ola succeeded because Ola's got 10. Was that right?
Oh, who
Yeah,
failed it
you
then?
got-
Somebody said they failed.
Odin got 17.
Oh, yes.
What's Odin's
Willpower.
19.
19? Oh no, everyone succeeded.
Everybody said, oh, great. So that was the first attack gone. All right. You got me all excited there. So the second one, D6. Of course, you could roll that for me, but I'm going to roll it. Oh, I may open the wrong thing. I opened Baston. He's not attacking. It's this guy. So a 5. All right. Who are we going to roll for those two at the front? So 1, 2 is Baston, 3, 4 is the duck. It's a 1. Baston, you, just as the scream comes out, you unfortunately stare directly into the terrifying eyes of this thing as a wheezing sound is heard from the creature's throat. The attack has the effect of a paralyzing poison with potency 14 and cannot be dodged. There's a sort of cold, bad breath coming out of this beast. It's right into your face. And your perfume that you rubbed under your nose is not going to help you against this one, I'm afraid. As much as you would like it. So, it's a
There's only
poison.
so much that lavender can do.
There's only so much, indeed. Poison. I did have a poison thing here. Where did I stick it? Did I not put it on the overview? Poison and darkness torch. So, it's a paralyzing poison. That means you have to roll in a post roll the potency versus your constitution. So you need to do a constitution test on your attribute. Roll a d20 and under, and the lower the better. And I need to roll a d20 against 14. d20, not d10. So mine is it against 14?
Oh, Death Knight. Good.
Did you make it or not? Doesn't matter really. It failed. So actually, your perfume under your nose must have helped a little bit.
See, lavender. It's the future.
Yeah, it's the future. Gosh, that was 2 attacks which I had high hopes for, which fizzled out. Right, that's done. It's your turn.
You're on mute, Pete.
Terribly sorry. Yes, my turn, and I shall poke him with my spear, hopefully.
Yeah, poke him.
I don't like it, Mr. Mannering. So, spears, 14. Right. Cold steel. Going to miss.
It's got plate armor, though.
On the other hand, I'm afraid that's a miss.
That didn't really work. Yep. Ola.
No, that didn't work at all.
I can't shoot.
You should. Now, I'm not going to... I can't even remember whether there is a rule for shooting into melee, but I'm not going to make it complicated today. Just shoot.
Yep. Oh, okay.
Fire in the hold.
So that's good. That's a good shot. Remember your damage bonus when you rolled it?
Yeah, so I get 3d6.
Awesome. Oh.
Yeah, Yes. Now that arrow is actually on target, but basically it bounces off the plate armor and clatters to the side.
Never mind, good effort.
Odin.
Yeah, good effort.
Odin's turn. Robin, that's you.
Oh, sorry. I'm going to move a bit closer and whack him with my staff.
You want to whack it? Okay, it's actually a bit tricky. You can't actually reach it right now unless your staff is a long weapon. Then you can.
All right. Well, everybody's in the way, so I can't cast a spell either.
Oh, I'll let you just cast spells. That's fine.
Okay.
The staff is not long, no.
Right. I will. I'll.
Unless you want to pick up one of the spears and attack with a spear.
No, I've only got a 5 for the spears. I'll do a fireball.
A fireball.
I'll fly around the universe.
Make sure you don't cinch the wolfkin's fur with that.
Yeah,
or the feathers.
I'll do my best.
When I said fire in the hole, Robin, I was only joking. I mean, it was not
Well, I've got a
encouraging.
choice. I've got a pillar, a fire, or a puff of smoke. I don't know what ignite is. What's ignite?
And
Can I
Ignite's a
set
little
fire
trick. That's to set fire to a candle or something like that.
I can't set fire to the skeleton.
Not gonna. No, not really. It's not gonna do a lot here.
No, okay. Worth it. Okay, so it looks like it's going to have to be a gust of wind to knock it over, but that's not going to do much good.
Can't he make a pillar fall on his head on that one, didn't he?
He could try to summon a pillar from underneath it and has to be doing a mobility roll, otherwise can be squished against the ceiling.
Yeah, it depends what its mobility is like, doesn't it, really? But we'll try it. Well, okay, I'll try that. It might save a few
right.
Embarrassed.
The pillar one.
Yeah.
Let me just reread that for a moment.
Yes.
So, yeah, first of all, you need to make it, of course.
Yeah, so it's a D20. Just one, and it's against 14 still.
Yeah, and you're going to do power level 1, yeah, with 2?
Yeah.
2 willpower?
Yeah.
Right. So, now this thing doesn't have the mobility stat, so I'm not quite sure what I'm going to roll for it. So I was thinking,
Zero, it hasn't got any mobility at all.
That'd be agility.
It doesn't,
agility skill.
It doesn't have anything like that. Monsters don't have anything like that. And it's quite heavy and slow, as it says here. So I'm actually going to rule that it's caught by the pillar, which means you can cause 1d6 bludgeoning damage, which armor helps against, unfortunately. Okay. So 1d10, sorry, 1d10. Did I say d6?
Oh, d6.
Roll a d10. No, otherwise
I'll roll a d10.
D10, please.
I think that's that one.
Is that a 1? That's a 1.
Yeah.
So actually, the pillar does squeeze him up a little bit, but it seems to shrug it off. That's a pity. That could have been quite a good move. Markanda, show us how it's done. Come on.
So I will pull out my big sword and thwack a big axe and thwack him.
You do that. The Anaheim Mighty Ducks. Oh, just about.
That is a hit.
That's a hit. Then go and hit it. And remember your damage bonus.
My damage is 11.
You know, that actually seems to hurt a little bit. If I can remember in my head. I have to do maths in my head. Too late on a Sunday night to do maths. Well done. Isana. You're going to go and explore the other tunnel, aren't you?
Well, it based on the fact that these guys are doing such a good job, it probably makes sense. So while all this is going on, yes, I'm going to carry on walking to the right, if I may.
You may. You can.
Yes, we're all in this together, Paul. It's all fine.
You can do your 10 meters.
Yeah, that's what I was
where
just
I'm pointing.
wondering.
Don't go too far, though, in case you get
Make
in
it 10.5 because of rounding. I give you the bonus of rounding. And if you want to use your other action for movement, you can move another 10.
Don't you worry about us, Paul. You just go and have a load of fun over there.
Yeah, fine, I will. As I get to here, What do I see here?
You see some spider webs.
Oh no!
But there seems to be a doorway off to your left as well, which is not covered by spider webs. Yeah, if you want to use your action for movement as well, something called a dash, you can move another 10 meters, so you could definitely look into there or maybe even go into there.
Well, I'll move to there, and the door's open, is it?
Yes. There seems to be two doors. One is open, the second one has been kicked down or exploded or something.
And that... all I'm going to do then is just move to there.
To there. Do you want me to describe it to you now?
No, save the surprise for all of the others.
Yeah, let's do the next round, or whenever. So we have new initiatives for everybody. Lots of dice coming your way. So this time, this is a bit daft because it then goes down. Makanda is first. Remember, you can wait, you can trade, you can also trade with a beast and let it go first if you want to.
Yeah. What does a shield do? I've got a shield.
The shield allows you when you parry, or block really, should be called block, to do that without risking damage to it. Because if you parry or block with a weapon, it can actually break much more easily. The durability of the shield is much higher.
Got you. All right. So I was just wondering.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will thwack it. The best form of defense is offense, and I'm very offensive. So I will.
Yes, you are. That's enough, isn't it?
Thwack it again.
What would you do without the duck? The nighty duck.
It's not duck season. Rabbit season.
It's Wobbit season, yeah. Well done. Well, you did actually hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some of the bones, you chipped some of the bones on his chest away. Some ribs are falling out from behind the chest plate where you hit him. They sort of go plonk, clonk, clonk, clonk onto the floor.
Aha.
Bust on. Yeah. Mohammed says, you quack it rather than whack it.
Well, I'm inspired by my colleagues' endeavours. And
wrong game. No inspiration.
Hit the blooming thing with my spear this time, hopefully.
Oh, I did actually. I think I just realised something I haven't done, which I might have to do because I think there was something special about it. But yeah, you carry on. Yeah.
I'll carry on?
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm going to get less than or same as 14. Oh my goodness, just made it. So it's 2d8 for the old spear.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get anything extra, do I, for a bonus for
that'd be a strength.
Strength bonus at the top. Damage bonus, strength, d6 on top.
Oh yeah, d6, so 2d... There's 2d8 and a d6.
So 2d8 and a d6, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You do a lot of damage.
Well, it depends how he rolls.
True.
Let's see how that comes out.
Not bad.
Oh,
15.
6 and a half.
So I hit him this time.
Yeah. Yeah. What I forgot is that, you don't, even though you hit him well, both of you, you don't think he's damaging as quickly as you would have anticipated. That makes sense. If I'm signaling that right. Order!
Yeah, he's sort of regenerating or not. It's not really...
Oh,
he's sort of somewhat ethereal.
He seems quite robust.
If people on the stream can maybe see it, I don't know, but it's the one I'm pointing at. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Not you guys, you're not supposed to watch that.
No, I can't see anything.
I will close that.
No, it's fine. Leave it out. I like the viewers.
I'm being good. I'm not watching it, but so have I no clue as to why our weapons haven't done as much damage?
You're whacking it and you're causing damage. It's just not as much as you think. Maybe it's because it's undead. Yeah, it doesn't get the sort of tissue damage. It is quite armored. It's got plate armor on. So, Orla, your turn.
Be susceptible to some other form of damage.
I am going to shoot it again.
Yeah, you're just going to keep doing... Keep pinging it. Okay.
Oh, yeah, keep pinging arrows at it.
In this game, you don't actually track ammo. Yeah, it's one of the advantages. That's good enough.
Wonderful.
Do remember your bonus die for the damage you have. Good. So that's 10.
Average.
All right. Yeah, this time it actually sinks itself somewhere into its leg, into its mummified leg. It's still sticking there, but it doesn't really seem to, again, cause a huge bit of damage. Odin!
You're on mute.
It's great that you're in the discipline of always muting yourself, but you have to remember
I know we're in mid-combat, but is there any... I'm just saying to Arcanda, is there any... Should we step back and let the wizard blast it with a fireball? I'm wondering if it's more susceptible to that kind of damage.
You're still on mute.
Shouldn't be.
Robin,
I mean, not you, Robin.
Sorry. Yeah, I think it's
sorry.
fine. Yeah, I was going to say, I could do that. I was just thinking whether I get near enough and bludgeon it. Try to bludgeon it.
I think, from memory, your bludgeoning is not that highly damaging, but you probably want to conserve willpower. Set it.
Well, yeah, my willpower, I'm down to 12 now.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, they're both standing in your way, and they both have acted, so they can't move.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Move out of the way, you two, and let me in.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you can't move this time because you have already had your action. And you could have traded your initiative, but once your turn is gone, you can't do that either.
No, well, I think the next time we've got a chance to move out of the way, we should.
So you might still do a spell this time around, if you want to.
Okay, so I've got... try the pillar again, I suppose.
Yeah. Could be quite powerful.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. Another 2 willpower points.
Him.
Yeah, and off we go. So 1d20 and roll.
That's a 2. Okay.
Yeah.
We haven't in the fight, we haven't had a dragon yet. Otherwise, you can actually choose a bonus effect, for example, of ignoring armor.
Yeah.
But okay, yeah, that's D10 then. D10 damage.
Yeah. D10. See if that does a bit better this time.
What is it going to be? 1, 10, 10, 10. 1. Actually, as this pillar rumbles up from below it, looks down a little bit, steps to the side, and lets the pillar go up without it. Death Knight's turn. D6. Let's see what the attack is. The attack is, and I might actually look at it over here. Might be quicker. Sweeping attack. At surprising speed, the Death Knight sweeps with its Morning Star, and in deadly attack, all players with characters within 2 meters suffer weapon damage. It can, however, be parried if you had an action, which you don't. So weapon damage of this thing is weapon damage.
You're going to die.
What does it say here? 2d6 bludgeoning. I'm going to roll that separately for you. So 2d6 for Wolfkin. That's 7 damage. Bludgeoning. Armor helps. Remember your armor, which is flat, you just deduct it. And for the duckling, 11 damage.
I'll take both hits.
You sure? Okay. How many are you down to then?
It's quackers.
He's quackers, absolutely.
It's 11, that's 5, and 7, which is 1, so that's 6 damage.
So how many are you down to?
I've taken 11 damage. I'm down to 5 hit points.
5, okay. Just to update my count
But
as well.
nobody else has taken any damage, so
But it's got a second attack. It's got a second attack now. And remember, you have to spend a willpower for that. It's going to do number 6.
Yeah, I have done.
It then kneels down and gestures towards the ground. Next to it, a hole in the ground seems to be ripping open, and wraiths shoot out of it, attacking somebody who's within 10 meters by wraiths. So everybody apart from the halfling who's buggered off. So that's a D4 for the people who are here. And count from the top and from the top right to the bottom left. So a 4, that is our duckling again.
Hey.
You're attacked by the race who tear at you while shouting your name in despair. So not their names in despair, their own names. You become scared and suffer a fear attack with a penalty to the will roll. So you need to do a will roll with 2 dice and keep the worst one, the higher one. And then see what happens.
I am going to get angry because there's nobody that's going to make me afraid. So I'm going to be ill-tempered and cancel that because I can make a. It's a push a roll. Sorry, that's pushing a roll.
That's pushing a roll. Yes.
Yeah. Sorry. So it's 2d20 and take the worst.
Yeah. For the fear attack, just open the wrong window. So it's 208. Is that good enough for your willpower?
For willpower, yeah, definitely. I'm fine.
I don't believe how you resist all this stuff. Okay, Krisanna, well done. Yeah, he's basically these rays are flying at you and you just completely ignore them and keep your eye on the prize. You're keeping your eye on the Death Knight itself.
What was that? Was that some sort of bout of chronic indigestion?
Yeah, must be. First the bad breath and then this. So, Krisanna, what do you want to do? Do you want more of a description now? You're muted, Paul.
Sorry, my turn. After telling anyone else they're muted, I'll do it myself. Yes, please. Can I have a description of this lovely?
All right, it's a dark chamber. Have you got light with you?
I have.
Okay, dark chamber. There are 7 simple sarcophagi lined up against various walls. Several of them are open, as you can see. And I just clicked away my little pop-out window. Yeah, I did it again. Let me move that somewhere else. Yeah, there you can use it. It looks like some of this place has been vandalized already. And as you can see, there's some smashed pots and so on. And locked, yeah. So that's what you currently see. You need to tell me what you want to do now.
I will. Can I search the room? Can I use my spot hidden to search the room?
You can, and if you move slightly further in, you might actually be able to see the whole room.
Oh, hang on a minute. Yep, I will do that. That's a good idea, isn't it? Moving a bit. I'll move into there, and I can see the room, and there's a door. Ooh.
That door's actually open.
There's no light coming from the direction of the door, is there?
There's no light coming from there.
Brilliant.
Or
okay,
maybe within your light you can't see any other light. Let's put it that way.
Okay. I'm going to... My spot hidden is 12, so I'm going to do a spot hidden and have a little search around this room.
Yeah, there you go. That's one action. You think that this place basically has been pretty much plundered. The only place that might be worth looking at are the sarcophagi that are still closed. Right.
Yeah.
Krisanna, we are back at new initiatives. Let's see what the dice gods hold for you. Our caster can go first, but he can of course wait for the others to move out of the way if he wants to whack.
I want to blast.
You want to blast? You can do that, as I said.
You can still blast.
Fireball.
The fireball is not an area of effect spell here. You just let it fly past or above the others, and it's a single target spell.
Okay, I will go for the skelly bones.
If you wanted them to move out of the way first, but it's risky, you could swap initiative with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then the Death Knight would go. Then Bastion and Makanda, which means they could move out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then you'd go. If you want, I'm not telling you.
Yeah, no, it's a good idea, actually. I think.
So you want to swap with Krisanna?
Yes, please.
Right, so we're going to make this one here a 1. And that one there a 5. Right, in that case, back to Krisanna. What do you want to do?
Well, ignorance is bliss. So Krisanna is going to move up to this door with
Yeah.
her move.
You can move around the
And-
corner.
Looking through the door, what can she see?
And remember, the door is open, so you can poke your head around if you want.
Yep. Poking the head with the torch round. What do I see?
You see that?
Is that a passage or a pit?
It's a passage that goes to the left. And it goes back to where the other room was, and you can actually see a little bit. I'm not sure. You probably can't see it because the door isn't transparent. You can actually see that there is a torch light flickering at the far end, and there's another iron gate at the end of this passageway, which is closed.
Okay, so I think I've moved 3. No, I was there. So I've moved
Half of your movement, roughly.
about half of it. So I've got about 6 meters to do. And I'll move to there.
Okay, so what you see in front of you, unfortunately I didn't map this right because I misread the map, is here. There's another iron gate.
All right.
You're not quite up to it yet. But that's basically what you see. And let me just check something. Yeah. Okay. So that's your first movement. You still have an action.
And this is a portcullis type gate again, is it?
This is actually an wrought iron gate, which is double winged. Too many portcullises in the way it's written up. I don't like them. So this is actually proper gate, and you can just about see beyond it. Sorry, I just closed it. You can see beyond it again the side of this table. You know. Just try to give you, because it's open, give you a look through. And basically, the lady is still sitting at the table there. You can see it from the side now.
I'm going to. So that would be my next move. I'm just going to move up to the gate.
All right. Glad you said that. Okay. Can you do me a spot hidden?
Of course. My spot hidden is
actually, you
12.
don't need to. Sorry, you don't need to, because you should have done that actively rather than passively. So, what happens is you get close to this gate, you look with your eye on that strange mummified lady and on that sword that you can see on your knees as well now. As you just get close to the gate and you look at the lock of the gate, you just hear this click underneath you. And the floor opens up underneath you and swallows you up. So you fall down into a pit. And it's got some wooden stakes at the bottom. So what you do, you can do mobility roll now. See whether you try to bend your way a little bit to avoid those spikes, or whether you actually collect them.
Okay. Can I use my hard to catch? It says you can activate this ability when dodging an attack, getting a boon to the mobility. I suppose I'm not dodging an attack, really, am I?
I'll let you do it nonetheless. It's all about mobility. It's all about bending yourself the right way.
So I'll spend another 3 willpower.
That's expensive.
And my mobility is 14. I'll roll a d20 and roll 14. I made the roll.
Good. That's good enough. So you fall down there, and
should have done it as a boon anyway. Oh, bugger. Should have rolled 2 d20, but there you go.
Okay. You do take half of that damage, which is 6, but your armor should help.
I've only got 1 armor.
Well, then you take 5 damage.
I take 5.
I think, if my math doesn't betray me. So well done. You got yourself caught in a trap, whereas the others are completely unaware of it.
Croissant and kebabs.
Yeah, could have been. So we are back to the Death Knight. The
Now
Death
pendulum
Knight.
starts swinging towards you.
Yeah, that's next. Don't tell him yet.
Thief
He's
steal for
doing
traps.
a little bit of roaring again, our Death Knight. So he twists his jaw that you have hit a little bit, also drops off on one of the hinges as he shouts at you. Everyone within 10 meters, that's all of you, must roll against willpower again or to resist fear. Remember, that's the attribute, not the current willpower points.
Okay.
Makanda is fearless in the face of danger. Well done. A 20.
But
Can I? Because I got a. Can I cancel his 20?
No, I won't let you do it this time.
Just asking.
I know I did it on the climbing, but not here and on the sneak.
No, that's right.
So, and Ola also failed it. Now you two failed. If you did get a 20, you can't push it anymore. But Ola can actually push it and take a condition if she wants to. Which means you re-roll it, and then you have to basically remember or write down which attribute you are taking the Banes on. And you have to tell me why that attribute is applicable. How do you try to resist this fear?
Probably use it on intelligence. I'm furious at the fact that this thing's trying to scare the wits out of me.
Okay, intelligence makes you angry. Yeah, so it's angry you're taking. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, then do the push roll, and then we'll see whether that succeeds. So another D20.
Here we go.
That succeeds. So it's only your mage who's doing a little bit of panic here. So
Well done, Sam.
yeah,
fear attack. I've got that open somewhere. So it doesn't open again. Where's my fear thing? I parked it up here. So what happens is you're now struck by fear, and you need to do a D8, or I can do it.
Mhm.
Would you like me to do it? You do
yeah,
it.
carry.
Okay. So D8, what's the fear effect? The fear effect is that you all of a sudden fly into rage. How does this thing dare shout at you like that? You're forced to attack the source on your next turn in melee combat if at all possible. You also become angry. So you've got the condition angry now.
Okay.
Which is bad for you because casting is intelligence based. So all casting in future will be baned.
Mm-hmm. Which means
2d20, take the one that's worse for you.
all right.
But it is Baston's turn now. This Death Knight makes you all angry.
Yeah, I know. Well, I still think the plan should be I get out of the way, Duck gets out of the way, and even although he's furious, Ao had basically fireballs the guy.
If you want to step away from an opponent in melee, you basically have to do mobility roll to disengage. Otherwise, they get a free attack on you.
I'll do a mobility roll to disengage from him then.
Mm-hmm.
My mobility is, of course, 12. So I'll have a bash at that. Go for the best.
14.
Gold.
Do you want to push it?
I'll try and push that.
You have to take a condition. Which one?
I know. Yep. I will look at my conditions and I will say, I feel quite nauseous about this this whole business. It's all going horribly wrong. I suddenly feel. I mean, you know how delicate I am about these bongs. Yeah. So let's turn my stomach, and I feel sickly. I'm going to push this roll anyway. sick to the.
He's a very cleanly.
He's a very he's a very fastidious kind of.
Fastidious. Good. Oh, look at that! You managed to step back.
Yeah. Okay, so feeling a bit like Alex in Clockwork Orange, I shall move out of the way.
Okay, you move out of the way. That's pretty much your action. I think if you disengage, that is your action. It's not just a move, but also action. Markanda, you don't have to move away because your wizard now has the way clear.
I'm going to smack it.
Okay. I might have
attempt to
disregard.
Yep, that hits.
Good, well done. Yeah, looking at time and looking at your health scores, I think I might have to change something slightly.
That's 12.
12 damage. That's not bad.
12 damage.
I'm going to do that, actually. Right. Master Odin.
Right.
Blast him, Robin.
Well, I will. Yeah, now, I have not got a huge amount of willpower points left to throw at it. I'll throw one for just one.
Isn't Robin angry?
Yeah, you were trying to attack him melee. I said you had to, if you can, attack him with melee. So I was thinking you were going to run up to it angry
Okay,
and whack it.
You were
I'm bludgeoned.
unfortunately very angry.
I am.
Of course,
Now,
this could
I get
backfire.
a 10 for blunt weapons, but I do get 14 for survival. So I think this might, and I think this is a question of survival.
No, unfortunately,
Okay,
attack is an attack skill. So it is the 10. I have to.
But I'm
hold you to-
adaptive, you see. I can roll a skill roll against
alright.
another skill.
That's true. That's true.
And you ought to be lenient, it says here.
Yeah, I'm lenient. Okay, I'll be lenient. So you move up there.
Cunning stuff.
Yeah, so I'll roll d20 against my... And
A 20.
Roll according to my usual style.
Yeah, now there's no automatic, like you break your weapon or anything like that. But you basically run up to him and you try to whack him. And you really don't. You really don't.
Yeah.
This is not the way to survive. You're just thinking to yourself.
You just blew a raspberry at him, I think.
Yeah, pretty much. You can't push this roll. That's the main thing of the 20 so far. I haven't got any critical fumbles or anything as rolls. So, Ola, I think I might guess what you're going to do.
Not much I can do really, other than
You could run
have
up.
another shot at it.
Yeah, you could.
I mean, I could try and stab it.
I could have gone one bit further.
That's fine.
So, just reminds, we did open the portcullis, didn't we?
So, say it again? You opened up
Yeah, the
portcullis.
portcullis is open,
Yeah.
still open.
Portcullis is open.
Yeah.
That's open.
Got Robin's pillar under it.
Yeah.
My mighty killer. Yeah.
I'm going to shoot it this round.
Okay.
Very. So there we go.
That again is a hit.
So it's 3d6 again.
Yeah. Oh, that's a bit better this time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, in the interest of flow, I'm disregarding something slightly, but you are actually really getting this thing down a bit now. We can see that things are dropping off. But it's its turn. So, d6, what would it do on its turn? It will do the 4. The 4 is a sweeping attack again. Everybody who's within 2 meters, and that's 2 of you, gets the weapon damage, which was 2d6.
Oh, whoopee-doo.
So, first of all, for our
I am
mage...
taking both hits.
No,
Let's
I've got more hit points than you left.
Yeah, it makes a difference, though. I'm.
So, 8 for the first one. That's for Odin.
Okay, I will take that.
And the second one is 11.
I fall over.
You fall over. So you're at 0 HP, are you?
I'm below 0.
It doesn't matter. First of all, you hit 0 and you fall over. So I'm going to knock you down. And just to explain the rule briefly, and rallying, because there's something the others, and actually you can do now in the next round, which is on your turn and each subsequent round, you must now make a death roll. That's a test against your constitution. You can push this if you want to, and you have to record how many death rolls you pass and how many you fail. After 3 successful death rolls, you pick yourself up with plus d6 hit points. After 3 failed death rolls, that's you done.
Can I heal him?
Just coming to that. If any more damage comes your way, because where you're lying and it does an area of attack or something, an area of effect attack.
That's small death roll. That's negative death rolls.
Then you're dead, basically. Dead. Straight dead.
Okay.
Right. But the others can either try to save you with what they call a healing roll, but it's an action for them, or they can do what they call a rally, which basically means they do a persuade, to try and enhearten you, to use the term of the One Ring, to rally you to keep fighting. And basically they can shout from anywhere to do that. You can, in theory, even do that for yourself, but then you get a bane on your persuade roll to pick yourself back up. And I think you still fight with 0 HP at that point, so it's quite risky to use rally. Yeah, that was perfect for Mohammed because 2 minutes ago he just asked how does rally work.
Cool.
So thanks for being the illustrative example. Right, come on, let's finish this fight one way or another. Oh, Chrisana, I missed you out. But you're in a hole, you can't do much.
No, you didn't, because I went first.
Oh yeah, gosh. Is that how long the turn took? We need to speed this up a bit. Come on, guys. Oh, the Death Knight goes first. I think nobody can swap with him. That sounded like a duck.
Roll the AoE again.
So 5.
That's the AoE.
Now we can one opponent. This is a single attack. So we've got 3 opponents. He wouldn't do that to you on the floor because you can't look at his eyes when you're on the floor. So
no, a bit.
I start top right and work bottom left. Don't know why, but I always do. So 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's staring at your wizard with his evil eye, and then blows his bad breath at you. So that means that it is you look at his eyes and paralyzing poison with potency of 14. So what did we say we had to do? We have to roll your
opposed con rolls.
Yes, Constitution.
Opposed Constitution.
So you need to do your Constitution. I need to roll against 14 with a D20.
I've got to find
and the lower the better.
first.
So it's got a 6.
Oh, boo.
11. I am my Constitution.
You really need to roll beneath 6 or lower. Actually, Bindo was 6.
D20.
You could do it.
And read the 17. You can push this roll. You can push this roll if you want to.
I will push this roll then.
But you have to take a condition, remember?
Condition.
What condition could be?
You throw yourself out of the way, then you could get dirty or something.
Yeah, I'll get dirty.
Eight is still not good enough, I'm afraid. So you are now subject to paralyzed condition, paralyzing poison.
Why wasn't it good enough? Because my condition was 11.
Yeah,
he rolled a 6.
He rolled a 6.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Sorry.
And that's how that works here. So let me just look at poison again. So paralyzing poison, full attack. You become dazed, which is another condition. And you must make a Constitution roll at the start of each turn. If it fails, you cannot move or perform any actions.
Okay.
And it wears off after 15 minutes, after one stretch, as they call it. So you are going to be... My cat is shouting at me. Don't know why. Which one is this? Shall we use this one as paralyzed? Poisoned. And there we go. So, Orla. Come on, get your Gatling bow out.
Yeah.
Mohammed, you can swap with the enemy if it's your turn. Yeah? If you want to swap initiative, you could, for example, let the Death Knight go again now. Well, I don't think, like, if it's the Death Knight's turn, he would not swap with you. So, 6, that's enough. Good. Come on. 18. Roll an 18 with your 3d6. We need an 18. That's a 9, isn't it?
It's half right.
1-6.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, you hit it. You hit it, definitely. Baston, your turn.
Well, I'm just going to be very, thank you, Paul. I'm just going to be very predictable and try and spike it with my spear again.
So you need to step up into the gap there.
Having stepped away, step back up. So I say 14 for spears.
Mm-hmm.
I did, didn't I? It's indeed 14, and
you haven't got a condition on it, do you? So.
No, I'm just a bit sickly at the moment.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Nobody's done a 1 yet.
So that's 2d8.
You blew them all at the beginning.
On a d6.
On a d6.
Yeah. We need to go back to the chat to see it. Ooh,
16
nice.
points.
Okay. You actually skewer the thing. It stumbles backwards. Stumbles against the wall and then sort of grabs the spear, pulls it away, but looks at his chest and just sinks backwards and with a lot of clattering and noise. It disappears first in the floor and then seems to be pulled underneath. There's sort of hands coming out of the ground again with one of those portals, and the whole thing disappears.
Well, in true Hellboy fashion, I'll say that's all for you.
You think. Okay, well done. Combat over. Right. Where did this halfling get to?
For you, yeah. Where's our halfling gone?
Oh, sorry, we still have Makanda on the floor. We need to do something with Makanda. So, Odin, sorry, I stopped the initiative, but Odin, you need to roll. If you want to act and heal him, first of all, you have to roll against your, what was the Constitution?
Yep.
My cat wants some food. The girls are ignoring him. So did he do it? Yes. That's enough, right? You're unmuted again, Robin.
Yeah, that's enough.
Good. Do you want to try and heal him?
I do. And that's rolling against a 14.
Can't read those dice. 18. Right. Does
Right.
anybody else want to do something? I think let's let Makanda do his Constitution save.
Constitution
Death
save, is it?
Death save. His Constitution, and yeah, you have to roll it well. So that's one fail.
One fail.
First fail. So does anybody else want to rally him? That means he gets up.
Has anyone else got healing?
He needs to be healed, actually. Let's just do it between the two of you with the healing.
Well,
do I let you have
my
another
healing's
try?
only 5.
Yeah, why not? But you need to do something else, something different to what the others are
Try
doing.
it.
Remember, you can support someone.
Yeah, you can support somebody, which gives you a boon.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll try and help. Can I help Odin by passing him the bandages?
Yeah, sure, and I'll let you do that again. So Odin, you get another healing roll with a boon, so 2d20, and you can take the one that's better for you.
Okay, here we go.
14 and 16. Is one of them enough?
Yeah, there's 14s.
Good.
Healing.
Well done. Was it 1d6, was it?
Yeah. So you said. Yep.
Healing and resting. Healing roll.
Good roll, Robin.
Well, hopefully.
Yeah, 1d6. There you go. You get 5 hit points back. Well done.
Fair enough.
So, this fight is over. But the halfling is nowhere to be seen.
Okay, can I stop myself being poisoned?
After 15 minutes, yes. The question is, what do you want to do? Do you want to go to a safe spot and rest for a moment? Or do you want to rest here? If you want to rest. Or do you want to push on and find where this halfling went to?
I think we'll push on and find the halfling and then...
Where did Christiana go?
Yeah.
She went down that the right-hand alleyway.
Well, we have some options, but we best find where she has gone.
Yeah, indeed.
I think we all stick together as well, I think.
I just get myself a drink and tell the girls to feed the cat. I'll be right back.
Okay, no worries.
Indeed.
Let's stick together like we all should.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go get a can of something.
Yeah, no worries.
Good lord. Can we move the... Not my best on that.
I have to move really for the image to move.
Yeah. Ba, 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 ba. My movement's 8, so that is a little sneak peek.
That's a big fight. Right, that's delegated. I'm back. So, where did Chrisanna go? Have you worked it out?
We were going this way.
You're going that way, to the right.
Yeah. We're waiting for Peter to come back and move his...
I can move Wolfie if he wants to come along.
Okay, yeah.
And Ola? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can see what you can see.
Yeah.
Spiderwebs.
Sorry about that.
I spy a duck. There we go.
You spy a duck?
Yeah.
Right, in that room, I described it earlier. I'm not sure whether you were listening fully there. The dark chamber with a packed, with a tiled floor. Again, 7 simple sarcophagi and so on and so forth. Some of them are still closed, but a couple of them even have skeletons pulled out and thrown onto the floor. Don't think I mentioned that.
Chrisanna? No? Is Sally on?
Actually, you hear from afar, Chrisanna, you hear a voice calling your name.
Hello?
Where are you?
Down here.
Down where?
Well, I don't know. Where are you?
Keep calling out, Chrisanna, and we'll try and find you.
We will circumlocate to where you are.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Well, I'm here. Come down here. Keep following.
Keep going.
Yeah, don't come down here too far, or you'll end up down here. You don't want to be down here.
Oh? What do you mean?
There's a sort of pit where I just drew that thing.
I'm down here.
Okay. Sorry.
And as you approach and get to the edge of it, you hear that the voice is coming from below.
Little smiley face looking up, going, "Hello."
Let me just see whether your torch has actually survived the fall. Yeah, it did, surprisingly.
So,
Okay.
how did you get
Anyone
down
got a
there?
rope? How deep's the pit?
How deep is the pit? How deep is your love? It is. Well, that's the wrong room. Hang on, I need a different room. I need that one. It is. 3d6 should make it about 6 meters. Doesn't actually
longer
say.
than my staff, then. Yeah. What have we got in the way of rope?
Well, we had the rope that we've left up
It's-
by the entrance.
Somebody got another rope?
Handy.
It's a good thing I've got a rope myself, then, isn't it?
Oh, well.
Yeah, well.
Well done.
Thank goodness for that, Orla.
Yeah.
Hey, well done, Orla.
Order to the rescue.
Whip it down and pull this wastically Chrisanna out.
Okay, just do me a mobility roll, Chrisanna.
Let's see, roll.
And with the rope again, I give you boon.
We do number mobility roll 2d20.
Plus up the duck.
My mobility is, where are you? 14.
There's a good chance you'll make this. Yeah, there you go. You clamber out, and there's actually just about enough of a ledge to get to the gate past that trapdoor.
There you go.
If you
I
want
did my
to.
job, I found a trap.
Ah, well done.
Yeah, by walking into it.
Well, you lot might have died if you went down there, because look, it's all spikies.
Yes, you obviously
Figure out
managed to
yourself.
avoid the spikes.
Well,
Not leaking
only just.
anywhere.
Only just. The gate now. Am I by the gate now, Frank?
You can climb around, get close to the gate. That's fine. Just you've got echo again, you two.
Sam's got his mic
Open.
open.
So it's a gate and it's locked. It actually does have a lock on it.
I do happen to have lockpicks.
Yeah, if you want to do a sleight of hand roll, you can actually try to open it.
I would like to give it a go. My sleight of hand is 14.
Mm-hmm. And the lockpicks, I think, give you an advantage, do they?
Well, it doesn't really say because they're just in inventory.
They'll give you an advantage. Probably says somewhere that they're necessary to even try it, but doesn't say so here.
Is that a boon then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I said the wrong word, didn't I? Oh dear.
It's alright.
Should be like, oh yes.
Please.
You get it out, you fiddle about a little bit and lever and pick up the pins and door goes open.
I do it.
I was unlocked. I haven't opened it yet. You can open it yourself.
I rolled a dragon.
You did. You did.
Do it with one hand, with the other hand over my eyes as I'm picking it.
Yeah. That ain't a lock on this world that he can't pick.
Yeah, that's your pride, is it?
Even though she's a she.
Well done. Anyway, you got the door unlocked. You can open it now if you want to.
It's kind of a Blake 7 quote.
Yeah, I have watched. I was made to watch Blake 7 actually.
How can you be made to watch Blake 7?
When I first came to this country, I was with a few mates who were quite geeky like me, and they said, "Well, you don't know these TV series. You need to learn these TV series." So I bought myself The Prisoner and Danger Man to get through those, and then they said, "No, that's okay, but Blake 7, that's where the real cult is." So we did marathons of like watching videos over the weekend of Blake 7 and then Sapphire and Steel.
Sapphire and Steel is
fantastic.
Yeah. And then some old Doctor Who.
Oh yes, old Doctor Who's good.
Can I play the X card for deviation here, please?
Okay, sorry.
Sorry.
Let's carry on then. Because let's get on. I'm making a particular note that you have not chosen to rest yet, which might be relevant. But Chrisanna has managed to open the door. You can now.
Okay, so we sally on.
I'm going to need to rest, I think. Just get rid of this poison.
Well, yeah. So we have a quick sort of constitutional sit down then.
Do you want to go back to that room where the
spider was?
Sarcophaguses were.
Okay, something to sit on, I suppose.
We could sit around the table with the lady, couldn't we?
You want to lie down in the coffin?
You could have a look around this room before you lay down. I mean,
yeah, let's do that. I think
because the door's open now.
Yeah.
Oh, this room over here.
The room where Chrisanna is standing by it.
Right in front of her.
Okay.
You might not be able to see it from where you were standing.
This one.
Yeah. So, yes, it's still the mummified woman with this sword across her knees. She's wearing a chainmail, which looks sort of goldy. And there are a couple of torches. Actually, there's one I put on, but there's a torch there burning. It must have been burning for a very long time. Doesn't seem to leave any smoke or anything, doesn't it?
Oh.
There's no soot or smoke.
That'll be useful to walk around with.
Could be. Yeah, and what else can I tell you about this? Oh, there's an oaken door here.
Does she look like an elf, this woman?
No, she looks like a mummy.
Okay.
I mean, it's hard to say whether that's an elf or not, but she looks more mummy than an elf. And I mean mummified, not like she had children. And her face is quite grimacy, if that makes sense.
I think we might just stop where we are to rest. I think that might be
There's another...
She doesn't know anything about honey.
There's another iron gate over here where I'm pointing when I'm trying to stumble over my words. And the rest of the room, there's a few paraphernalia which are not necessarily shown, but basically it looks like a dining room, and the glittering silver symbol on the door behind her in the north is probably the most interesting thing in this room right now.
Okay, don't touch the table. Let's just sit down where we are and rest for 10 minutes.
Milady, I hope this is not some sort of imposition, but we merely wish to have a quick rest while do not wish to interrupt your repast and sit down and have a rest.
Right, so rests in this game, there's basically two rests you can do. One is what they call a stretch rest. I don't personally like that phrase at all, but it's basically short rest, 15 minutes, or you can do a shift rest, which is a quarter day. The short rest is, let me just pull this up, allows you basically to heal 2d6 1d6 hit points, 2d6 if somebody is trying to heal you, but then they can't rest while they're trying to do that. And you can recover 2d6 willpower points in that time and heal 1 condition. And once a session, you can interact with your memento, and that allows you to heal 1 more condition.
What's a memento?
So that would mean basically that you can recover 2d6 willpower, 2 conditions, and 1d6 hit points.
Okay. Well, I'd like to do the stretch rest.
Yeah.
And
Just do a stretch rest.
Yeah,
don't
like
wanna-
15 minutes.
We don't want to hang around here for half a day.
No.
I mean, I don't fancy this much. I think somebody's going to spring to life and attack us, but maybe for 15 minutes.
Could somebody help me? I'm feeling a little battered.
Yeah.
Well, if they heal you by using the skill during the rest, then they can't heal themselves.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody has everyone taken damage?
Well, I've taken some, yeah.
I haven't taken any damage, I don't think, but I've lost quite a lot of willpower.
Yeah, so you need
But you'd
that
still
rest.
gain your willpower back, wouldn't you? If you
Let me just
heal?
double check exactly what it says. I might actually share that with you as well.
Sounded like it did.
So that's the write-up for it. So if you say somebody is healing you, the caregiver cannot rest during the same stretch and can only heal 1 person. So if they cannot rest, that means they don't get willpower either.
Okay, all right. Never mind then. Let's just take a stretch rest, and we'll all
Because I
heal
can then have a
1d6.
go at healing you anyway afterwards, can't I?
Yeah, you can try. Mhm.
I'm going to interact with my bottle of perfume again. Seems like a good idea.
And I'm going to interact with my warm diary full of my
Not quite
experiences.
sure how you do that,
discoveries.
but there we go.
In a big
yes.
cloud of fumes.
Yeah,
Right.
Read your 500-year diary, Robin.
I am, yeah.
So, your wizard is also managing to shake his paralyzing poison. So that means
good.
you can each do 1d6 hit points, 2d6 willpower points, and 1, or probably for all of you, 2 conditions. If you're choosing to
Okay.
interact with your memento this time.
Yeah.
Now, Paul has played this before. Yeah, do you remember what happened last time when you did the 15-minute rest? Yeah, let's not say...
No, I don't at all.
That's not good. Good. Because I'm looking at my time here.
Yeah, I don't really need to rest.
Ooh,
No,
there's a good heal.
I got back 5 hit points
And 11 willpower.
and 11 willpower points.
Yeah, so you're updating yourselves, yeah? Or
Yeah.
keeping track of
All
your...
right, so it's
your sheets.
5 willpower points. That's right. Okay.
Makanda, how many hit points are you on now?
I was on 5 plus 4. I'm on 9.
Okay, 9. All right. I know you work on paper, so I was just updating a token. So, yeah, you're in that room.
Oh, is there a way of doing it on your token, is there?
Yeah, if you right-click on your token,
Oh, I didn't know that.
then you can... basically, there's a figure underneath it and a figure above it.
Ah.
Underneath it is the hit points, and above it is your willpower.
I'll put it the other way around. Oh no, I did it right way around.
I think so, unless I configured it wrong.
I just meant, I've got my willpower. I've got... There you go. I've updated it. I didn't know that.
Oh, okay.
Saves me using the rubber.
I've only got an angry condition that's not lost any hit points or willpower, so I don't technically really need to rest.
You didn't need to
You
rest.
don't need to roll.
You
Not
can
really,
interact
no.
your memento, though, Sam.
Yeah, you can
condition.
get rid of your 1 or 2 conditions. Did you have 1 or 2?
I only got the 1 because I've got,
So you just get rid of it.
Get rid of it.
I could just get rid of it. That.
Right.
What was my condition?
You had, I think, dazed,
Angry.
angry, and there was one more. You had 3
I
conditions.
know, he was dirty. You got dirty, Robin.
But he also got angry, and I think he got dazed through the various
Dirty
attacks.
to begin with. I don't know if he got angry, though. I think he got dirty, didn't he?
He definitely got angry.
Yeah.
Well, okay, well, he definitely got angry and dirty. I remember that bit.
Yeah. So, did I get those? Have I not rolled that yet?
You look like a tatty, angry, old dazed person.
You don't need to roll
Okay.
those. You just have to
No.
decide which 2 conditions you want to take off. But that means you
those
keep
2,
1.
please. Yeah. dazed and angry. I don't mind being a bit dirty.
Okay.
What a scruff.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
what do you want to do?
No.
In the 15 minutes you're camping, you're sort of sitting with your backs against the wall, looking at that apparently magical torch on the other side of the room.
Mhm.
But you hear some slightly scrapey noises from somewhere. And after a while, those go away again. So you have your rest done. What do you want to do now?
Explore the room.
Well, this room I already pretty much told you what's there. So the lady is sitting there with a gilded chainmail and with the sword across her legs. In the northern wall here, there's a door with a sort of stylized crown, which is gleaming slight silver, so it has got an inner light.
Shana, have a look at the door, would you?
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Can I go over to the door?
You can go over to the door.
And look at the door and listen at the door.
You listen to the door at the
There's
door.
the other door as well. So.
Test for traps or whatever.
You don't hear anything directly. If you want to do traps, you can do spot hidden, and if you want to try it out, you can do a GM roll. So I see a result, but you don't.
Okay, hang on. Private GM roll?
Yeah.
And I'll do D20, and my spot hidden is 12.
Mm.
Oh, I still see it.
Do you?
Yeah, I see it and you see
Oh, I
it.
think it's blind roll. That's what we needed. Blind GM.
Yeah, sorry.
But you are convinced that there's not actually a trap on this one.
Oh. And I couldn't hear anything coming from the other side while I was
No.
investigating.
No, you couldn't hear that very slight tinkle that you were expecting.
I don't think we should touch the torches because I reckon that might activate the mummy if we're not careful.
Let's get a little bit more light in here.
Somebody else want to see what's happening at the other door?
Just switching on the other candles as torches so you can actually see something.
Yeah, I'll go to the other door.
Yeah, I've only got 7 for scouting.
Well, the other door is another one of those iron gates and it's got a lock on it.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Not my cup of tea. Can I investigate these strange torches?
Yeah? How would you like to do that? Investigate? Do you want to hold your paw into it or above it or sniff at it? Spray perfume into it?
Might see if how much heat it's giving.
There's no heat coming from them.
And it doesn't seem to be giving off any kind of smell or anything. You know, I'm quite fastidious about such things.
There's no smell coming off them either.
It is a torch. It's a flame, isn't it?
It looks like a flame, but there's no heat. And there's no smell. And if they have been burning here for a long, long time, they certainly don't seem to consume any fuel.
Could I
flame.
Could I have a look at them against my learning?
Yeah. Please do.
And I could roll.
I was thinking of doing the same as well.
Yeah.
I've got quite high learning.
How did you both do it?
14 for me.
Oh, 14 is just what you needed, isn't it? Well, you're pretty sure that these are magical. And Makanda?
Yeah, I succeeded as well. I got learning 10.
Okay, yeah. Makanda, you seem to think that you've heard of something like this before, but that these sort of torches would feed off a local source of magic. So they might not work if you took them a long way away from here.
So I will say, I believe these are locally sourced magic, but if we take them away, they will stop working. So unfortunately, not portable light sources.
What about the lady? Could we look at her against learning and see if we can discern anything about her?
You can try.
Don't like magic.
I always let you try.
Okay, let's try that. Yeah. Do that, all right.
You know, actually, she looks mummified. She doesn't seem to move or anything. But looking over her shoulder, you see again that symbol that she's got on a little brooch as well. And that symbol of the stylized crown. And it really reminds you of the first door that you came through. You know, the one that was broken over. It seems to be exactly the same symbol of a stylized crown.
Right.
And she wears it around a necklace, essentially, or brooch.
You think she was a queen? That's what I'm asking. Sorry.
Sorry.
I think she could be. She's certainly wearing very impressive chainmail.
I wonder who she was.
I don't know. Perhaps we might be able to find some more information about her further on.
Yeah. Yeah, let's give it a go.
Give it a go.
Can you open the door, Akashanan? Oh, no, it's Makanda, isn't it?
I don't open doors.
No, Makanda.
I do with my mighty feet.
I kicked him in.
Hasn't the Mighty Duck got the lockpicks?
No, it's Cassandra, the Hobbit.
Cassandra, oh yeah, the Hobbit.
This door here you want me to see if I can open?
Yeah. Otherwise, we're just going to stay around here, aren't we?
Is it locked?
Are you opening it?
Why not?
Oh, that's 101. The King's Master, are you doing it?
No, I listened at the door. I couldn't hear anything. It's not trapped, so I'm gonna see if I can open it. Yes, Games Master.
Sure.
Oh!
You open the door, and it opens, and behind it you see a room, which seems to be a burial chamber. And in the middle stands a podium with an ornate sarcophagus made of stone. The floors and ceilings are all
impressive.
All made of stone bricks, and the painting seems to be behind it. You can't actually see, but I can show you a picture of it because I made one earlier. This is basically the same scene in Dungeon Alchemist, but this time in the 3D view.
Oh.
And I thought that's a nice little treat for you to show you that picture.
Oh, that's nice.
Someone's opened a tomb, though.
It's meant to be mural behind it. They didn't have murals, so I just put a picture and a picture of a dragon rider I put into there, because in Dungeon Alchemist you can actually choose what goes into the picture. So it's just image files. So that's what you see.
Nice.
That's what you see.
So he was a rider of dragons.
Yeah, could say that. So what else can I show you about this room or tell you about this room?
Well, is in both images the tomb appears to be a little bit open. Is that correct?
The stone coffin has been opened. Yes. And it does say so without actually qualifying it here. That pieces of it, of the lids, actually lie scattered on the floor. So this looks like it's been opened from the inside before. Something has burst out of this.
Well, that's a little worrying.
Are you going into the room at all, or are you just looking from the door?
Let's just stand for.
I am closing the door and moving out of the way.
Okay, well, move out of the way. I will move through. Oh, I can't.
Okay. Odin, can you do me a spot hidden? And Orla maybe as well.
Spotting. Spot hidden is 7 for me.
It's terrible.
20. Oh, very good. You're completely, your whole attention is just focused on what they're doing on the door. But Orla, you look around a little bit, whilst the others are all looking forward. Makanda's going through the door, and you see that the lady, her hand, has actually now grasped the sword, and she's starting to get up.
Oh, whoopee-doo.
What a surprise.
Just opening the room to the sarcophagus, I suppose. So well.
And as you say that,
It.
you may make a noise. I don't know. Are you telling the others?
Guys, she's moving.
She's
Yeah,
moving. So you
Shut the
see,
flaming door!
I
He's
will
just
step
getting up.
back. Now, milady.
and you hear that she starts, as she just got up, she's looking at you all and starting to speak. She's starting to speak in a very strange language, but from her gestures, it looks like she's asking you to leave now. If you want to do a learning, anybody? Yeah,
I'll do that,
maybe you know some of these bits of this language. That looks pretty
Yeah, that's
promising.
exactly my skill.
Okay, anybody else? Just so I know we've... That
Yeah.
is yes. So you both hear only a few words, but she says these words that you recognize from your studies. One of them is dragon. Empire. There's something about Emperor's gift. And something about corruption and the cleansing fire. Those are the words that you're hearing. And they are concepts you connect with the demons, the corrupting force, and the dragons, the cleansing force. So that's something you definitely have come across in your studies. Woman
Means
dragons.
absolutely nothing to me, of course. I mean, my learning is very low.
But she's basically got the sword in her hand now. Let's actually say she's leisurely resting it on her shoulder, over her shoulder, and she, with the other hand, she's gesturing you to go away and close the door and leave it alone. So, what do you do?
Yeah.
I've left the door open. Left the door open.
Yeah.
I
I don't
suggest
know
you
what
close
should we do. Odin.
Close the door.
Okay, I will close the
Do
door.
as she said.
Close the door. It's closed.
Hmm.
And
Kind of want to have a fight with this woman.
You don't want to have a fight. I'm spiting for a fight, he says.
Well, I am. It's on my character sheet. You know, he's always up for a bit of old Barney.
Can we see if we can get through the other door before we?
Well, she's
Well, the lock's
demanding that you leave, and she looks like she's getting impatient, although that's hard to tell with her cracked skin and stuff.
We go back the way we came.
We're merely having a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, shut up, you old bag.
Then stop moving toward.
You're being quite rude.
I'm not.
No.
That's my
Ah,
usual
we
diplomatic
We will
style.
leave. I wish that no disturbance, my lady.
You hear behind that now closed door, you hear sort of hissing sound and like heavy steps that seem to be moving around and sort of knocking about in there, and they sound very much like what you heard previously
All right.
behind that door, but you've closed the door now.
Can I move over? Can I move over to this door?
Yeah, you can.
Is it locked?
Yes, it is locked. Got a lock on it.
And I'll pick it.
On you go. Sleight of hand, and I give you the boon again.
I've got me lock picks.
17 and 17.
Oh, that is so bad.
You can push it.
Can you push it?
You can push it.
I will
Yes, you can.
push it. I will push it. And
push
I
it?
will
Yes, you
take.
can.
What shall I take?
Have I still got my push your roll thing here?
Push it real good.
It's the wrong way around, isn't it?
Scared.
It's the achievement. You pushed your rolls and still failed.
I am scared, so I am gonna push it. And here's me D20. Oh, crumbs!
Oh dear. You're scared and your fingers are trembling, and it's not conducive to actually picking a lock at all, being scared like this. Right, now I'm going to ask you one question each. What are you going to do? And I'm going to start with Baston. What are you going to do now? She's gesturing you to leave. What do you do?
I'm not going anywhere.
You're not going anywhere. Right.
She can stick it, mate.
Next one, Makanda, what are you going to do?
I'm staying to protect my compadres, but I do want to leave.
All right. Odan, what are you doing? You have to unmute yourself, otherwise we won't know.
Okay. I'm going to move around to the other side of the table, but make to leave, but see if we can have another go opening that door and dash through.
Now, the doors to the south are open, yeah? So you've got doors to the south open, doors to the east open. A bit of tricky there because of the pit. So you can move yourself down then. That's fine. But the ones to the west are not open. So that leaves Krisanna and Orla. What do you want to do? Orla, let's start with Orla because Krisanna was lockpicking.
Well, obviously while she was gesturing to leave, I started to make my way down towards the south door, and sort of was hoping that my companions would follow me. Because I really get a bad feeling about this one. If we don't leave, she might turn very, very angry and not survive.
So you're standing by the door and really waiting what the companions are doing.
Yep, I've started.
More or less. Yeah.
Okay, then Krisanna. You're scared, remember?
Yeah, I am scared, so I am going to leg it. I'm now going to move with the best speed I can towards Orla and out the door. Some half-dead bint with a sword is scary.
You know you haven't found any treasure yet, right?
And we haven't got any bloody treasure, which is really, really winding me up. And it's probably making me angry.
Probably. Okay, so you're running.
You
Go
are
on, then move yourself.
abandoning a very expensive suited chainmail and a rather nice sword, Krisanna. All you got to do
No
is
time for discussion. Krisanna, you move yourself where you want to be, and then we're going to go. And there's going to be happenings and reckonings. So you move there. Orla's a bit hesitant. Orla, do you want to change your mind at all now you see Krisanna run past you?
No, I'm going out the door.
Okay. The others are still okay.
I'm slowly moving, hoping that Baston will follow.
Yeah, Baston will follow.
Is it me or has she vanished?
No, it's just you.
She's still there. It's just out of your line of sight. Yeah.
Yeah, you cannot see her from that perspective. Yeah. You were out of line of sight. Okay, so Baston is still standing there, right?
Well, what I think I might do, if this is all right with you, Games Master, is I might make a very exaggerated bow, like Mr. Bean or something, and just start walking back, cocking a snoop at her.
Right, cocking a snoop at her. Okay. So yeah, you're walking out now. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I will.
After all that big talk. He seems to be snarling at you and almost takes a slight step towards you like, come on, go then.
She wants some then, does she? She wants it.
Well, she certainly seems to be assertive, let's put it that way.
Come on, boy, heal.
I don't know. I'm going to have a look at my character sheet here because I don't think.
I'm sure I've got a stick here. Look.
Just for laughs, I'm going to roll the initiative to just see what happens. Right. So.
Right. I mean, I'm enticed by rumours of demons, monsters, and mighty foes. So, I mean, how can I avoid having a stand up with this one?
Just as a checkpoint, guys, I'm happy to go for another 40 minutes or so, but keep in mind it's almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I have a very early start in the morning.
Me too, 5:40.
I mean, I think
5. I'm up at 5 in the morning, so.
I think I'm really, really tempted. But I'm gonna just.
Okay, as you're
Like
thinking that
another
you're
day.
really, really tempted, and you're just spoiling for fun, you're snarling at her and showing your teeth,
Yeah.
you see that behind this door, it doesn't fly open or anything, but through it walks the spectral shape of that same Death Knight. Seems to be back. It just appears behind her and stands there as she is basically gesturing at you, towering behind her, and basically putting her hand on her shoulder, and she looks over the shoulder and smiles.
You know what? Sometimes discretion is the better part of valor.
Took you long enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's spoiling for a fight and there's committing suicide.
Yeah.
I think I'll probably live to fight another day, perhaps.
Unsuccessfully not get any treasure.
So you're evacuating the premises.
I'm brave, bold Sebastian. Bravely ran away.
Good. So you're clambering. Are you going just into the antechamber, or are you going all the way out?
I think we turn left, don't we?
You turn left.
Yeah. Right, actually. Yeah, we turn right as we're going down there.
Oh, you want to hang around and explore some more?
You
We
mean-
could do.
You want to have a look around over here?
I was thinking about it.
So hang on a minute. Let's just picture this scene for you.
Indeed.
In this room behind us, there is some half-dead bint with a big sword, and one of those big, scary, nasty death knights that took you guys a lot of time to kill.
No, it's
Yeah.
the same guy.
And
Same guy.
Well, yeah, he's the same one because he's a death knight, so he can't be dead. And
No.
you, rather than leg it, want to have a little wander around here and just see.
I wonder what's down that corridor.
Yeah, the same corridor that he came from in the first place.
All right.
They
They may not be confined to their rooms like in D&D. They might sort of chase after us.
They will.
I think it's time to do the Scooby Gang bit.
Yeah, you do the Scooby
Okay.
Gang thing. So what I would
Okay.
like to see, those who want to go first. Yeah, I'll give you a chance to do anything else you want to. But if you want to escape quickly, do me a mobility roll whether you get up the stairs, up the rope, without disturbing the bats.
No.
What about them?
And I said sneak earlier, but I'm just looking for mobility now, whether you get out there.
Okay, all right.
That's 2 rolls. Okay, Makanda.
Failed. I have to make because I'm wearing plate mail. I have to make mobility rolls with a
Yeah,
vein.
remember though that you get an advantage as well because of the rope to get out. So that should cancel. I
right,
think,
so-
I'm not quite sure. I didn't quite understand that rule, to be honest, how you...
So it was the first dice,
But just do the first one.
which was a 1.
There you go. You hop up. You remember that your ancestors were able to fly. You fly halfway up the rope, basically, and disappear very quickly.
Yeah, I didn't do an advantage, but I made my roll anyway. So.
You made your roll anyway. Okay, next one. I like those dice. Okay, Chrisana makes it out, I think. Paula makes it out with a 1 as well. Look at that. Those elegant people, when they're fleeing, they can be really, really elegant. That leaves Audan
Okay.
with the impossible dice.
Yeah.
I've got a 17 and a 13. Is that enough?
Yeah. No. 8's mine.
You can push it.
We reach down and pull him up to give him a help. Even more. Oh, I suppose he's got a boon already.
You
so
already
he's-
had a boon already, yeah.
Orlan got a 1.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got one
Orlan
as well.
got a
Can I have
dragon.
him?
yeah.
Both of us got. 2 people got dragons.
Okay, you can
Might
help
be a
him.
survival roll as well. Could I
Basically,
adapt to my
character.
survival
You with
roll?
your thing again. If you want to roll, you can, or I can say that the other people can actually help you up because they were so
Yeah.
elegant and quick. They just a hand reaches behind them, or they're hanging on the rope and basically
Oh, thank you.
grabs you by the scruff of your robe and pulls you upwards.
Pull him up on the
That's
rope.
easy. Yeah, I hold my staff up and you can heave me up.
Baston says, "Oh, I would have had them if you'd let me alone down there. I would take them, both of them. No trouble."
Right. So let me just check something before I pull you onto this map for our final scene. Yeah, I thought so. I'd forgotten that.
I'm sure the walking would make a nice rug.
And I'll just pull
You
you
could go
onto
up-
here. And
If
you
you tried
shouldn't,
on to the end of my staff, I could have gone up like Mary Poppins.
you shouldn't need
Yeah.
tokens, but I'm going to put the tokens on anyway, so that you can have your closing scene.
Oh.
So you're basically scrambling out of this hole between these standing stones. You're all a bit dirty and tired and knackered and so on. But
Ugh.
yeah, what do? You escape
I
with your
was,
life.
a little tough.
Mhm.
Possibly, it wasn't a good place to investigate.
I'd agree. I mean,
Yeah. Should we just see if there's anything else we could see around here?
Around here,
Yeah.
on the top, while there are some other barrows, you could immediately go to the next one.
Well, I just thought there's something marked 1 on the map, and we've only been down 2.
Well, 1 and 2 basically is 1 is the stone circle. The explanation of the stone circle here. That's
Right.
just for the GM, and 2 is then the latch. Oh, sorry, the hatch
Okay.
to go downstairs.
Yeah.
Robin's hoping for the advanced and intermediate dungeons.
That will have to be another time anyway. But yeah, you basically got out there. But yeah, any other final words to each other?
That
Oh,
was
well,
vitals.
Chrisana sits there looking at her feet and says, so they said, leave the city, go out to the Misty Vale, there'll be plenty of treasure out there, and it'll be safe to get, it'll be a lot easier than trying to acquire things in the city. And what have we got? We've been down some dirty rotten hole, we got covered in spider puke, fell down a bit, and what treasure have we got? Oh, spider
You
puke.
fell down the pit, didn't you?
I did fell down a bit, yeah. Didn't get hit by any nasty things, though.
No. Well, actually, look on the bright side. We've got these nice 2 silver coins to share amongst each other.
Yay!
That's
Silver
go
coins!
very far indeed.
That's 50p a piece. Yep.
I count the expedition as a success because
40
all I really
people,
wanted to do was to come along find some demons and monsters, and we've certainly done that.
Yes, it wasn't a very nice thing, was it? We
No.
certainly beat the rascally Rothmotter.
Well, yes, I mean that's pretty good. I was quite interested in Aiden's pillars, which served us quite well, really. Not sure about the
They didn't
fireball.
do very well against the Death Knight, did they? They should have done better.
Kept him busy.
Yeah.
Oh well, I mean,
He's certainly the pillar of this party.
look on the further bright side, fellows. We're all alive, which
That's true.
True.
is
Marvellous.
something, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least with that other lot I came down here with, says Krishna.
Right. Okay.
They came up. We got some treasure.
You got some treasure. You got friendship. Yes. Treasure of friendship, as Mohammed is saying in the chat as well. So, let's bring this to a close, pretty much on time, because 10 o'clock was my finish time, and that's a minute away. But I would be interested to hear a bit of opinion. What do you think of this scenario? The rules? How easy are they to play? Did you feel empowered? That sort of thing.
It's a very very simple system. It's very easy to pick up. Well, I found it very easy to pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
Combat's dragged on a little bit, but I do like the way they do monsters.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they just have abilities. A bit they feel a bit like the aliens in the Alien RPG. Similar sort of idea. Like they've expanded the idea basically into for the monsters, which is great. Plus, also it takes a bit of the stress off the GM because he doesn't have to remember everything. He just rolls a dice and just sees what happens.
Yeah,
which is a lot easier.
You can choose, of course, as a GM, but yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the monsters certainly seem to have traits, don't they? Which is kind of like a modern approach to things. Yes, that was quite good fun. The system's very simple, straightforward, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I thought the system was simple, and I've never played Dungeons and Dragons, so this was a different different take on it for me, and the system's familiar if you've played the other Year Zero games, so that's good.
Yeah. What about Sam?
I mean, combat can actually be brutal with the whole one action system.
Mhm.
It's either attack or defend. One or the other, you can't do both. It means there's a lot more of a chance of people dying, which is a bit of a scary thought. But at the same time, it makes it a little bit more challenging, makes it a bit more of a excitement, puts a bit more excitement on it.
I think can make it quite tactical in a way, because if you can trade initiatives, but then you think, okay, if I defend, I hold back, and these guys can move or can attack and so on, I think that can be quite clever.
Yeah, especially with a knight where you can basically just have the defense. I can take the hits for people, possibly use my defense, parry or take it on the shield or whatever, and then everybody else can do basically the damaging attacks or whatever. You know what I mean? So you can do like the typical MMO sort of tanking where everyone else is the DPS, so to speak. Sort of.
The healer in the background.
And Chrisanna was trying with a backstab, wasn't she?
Yep.
Yeah.
Good. I thought it was relatively easy to run, to be honest. That's the nice thing about it. It was all in the preparation, if anything else. So the rules, I didn't feel like, oh no, they're completely overwhelming me.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for running.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Thanks, Frank. Yes, that's very interesting.
Thanks, Frank.
Having played this now with two different groups, which is one of the reasons I try to keep stum a lot of the time, especially about the 15-minute bit. This is a particularly brutal quick start scenario. I think.
Yeah.
I would be interested in playing it in a sort of standard dungeon crawl, where you've got creatures that are not quite as powerful as the ones you nearly encountered.
Yeah. I mean, the Death Knight is pretty powerful, because he comes back after every stretch rest after every 15 minutes.
And if you make the mistake of taking her on,
she's hard.
It becomes even more challenging.
Yeah, she's actually not quite as hefty as he is, but she is pretty harsh. And if you fight both at the same time, I think there's no way you're going to survive.
Really glorious death, though.
Yeah, glorious death. Well, like we were having this afternoon, trying to go for it, but you wouldn't let us.
Well, I don't know. You have to wait and see, won't you?
But,
that was really good fun, so thank you very much for playing. And I hope you didn't mind that I didn't use the original map, but I made my own.
No, it's very nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Good.
Nice one.
Right, I think I'm going to say goodbye to the chat. Thank you very much, especially Mohammed and Foul and Twin Bear, who was here quite active. But they were mainly the two. So thank you very much for your contributions and for your questions. And it always feels special if somebody is interacting with you. So hopefully you'll do that again sometime soon. So let's say goodbye to the chat. And to all the future watchers on YouTube who are going to watch this at some point. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.